Hello everyone, and welcome back to D&D with WhatTeamComp. I'm your host, the Uncommon Guru, and I am here with my good friends once again. We have Paris, who is playing the Azmar Barbarian. We have Kendall, who is playing the Half-Elf Artificer Wizard. We have Moss, who is playing the Human Fighter. And we have Zark, who is playing the Human Paladin. And I forgot to mention all their names as I'm realizing this now. Fuck. Paris, who is playing Serenity, Kendall, who is playing Artemis, Moss, who is playing Elizabeth, and Zark, who is playing Aurelius.
I'm still trying to figure out the fucking name for the last campaign that your brain just stopped registering names.
Why did you give me another campaign to think about before?
Because it was like 18 hours ago. I thought you'd be fine.
18 hours
please.
Yes.
Please.
Stop it. Get some help. So,
this is
anyways.
the worst timeline.
This is the only timeline.
Debatable.
Shall we?
Shall we?
Die. Yes.
Last we left off, you all had arrived in Molten Hold, a city of unrelenting industry in such a way that is unnatural and surprising for most of the world around it. And as you guys have walked the streets, you guys have all done a little bit of perusing, poking around, looking at different things. I know that there's still some stuff that we all wanted to have done, but in the meantime, some orders were placed, some items were looked into, and they discovered that even with it being marked down for just how much armor they could put out, plate mail is expensive.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
I'm gonna get that plate mail one way or another.
But you
I love
also,
that he just muttered.
you were told that there are jobs that are offered here if you wished to ask about getting some work to earn some money. Specifically, if you wanted to ask the instructor of the guards. They're all willing to, guide you and direct you towards him. They seem to speak very highly of him, but in the meantime, it's all up to you guys.
Well, I think Elizabeth and Artemis got a little distracted on their way back to the tavern.
Just a little.
These things happen.
Yeah, but she'll continue on the way
Okay.
after lingering on the burnt handprint, which not gonna explain any of that to Elizabeth.
She's not gonna ask, so we're good.
I like how very much Artemis and Elizabeth are don't ask, don't tell. Meanwhile, Aurelius and Serenity are like, so this is exactly what happened.
Yeah, go get your pliers. We're gonna be pulling teeth.
Alright, hang on, let me fucking warm up my shoulders.
They need
So
to
I
be
think-
warmed up. I thought the guns were ready to go.
So I think that Elizabeth and Artemis would make their way back towards the tavern if that's where Serenity and Aurelius were.
I'm pretty sure that's where they ended up, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
comp.
Yep.
The other order that Elizabeth made, would it be something she picks up when she picks up the other thing too? Or would she have it on her?
And I had another question,
Which thing?
but I'll wait till she's
Because
answered.
the thing you ordered is going to take some time.
The new armor? The new leathers?
Right.
talked
Yeah,
about?
that would be picked up at the same time.
Okay, just making sure.
Would Artemis had noticed any other bounties on that wall? Any that stuck out to her?
Based off of how long it's been since you've been here, not specifically.
Okay.
Okay, then
Oh,
I guess
Yeah,
we
she's
all
just going
meet at
back to the tavern.
Elizabeth follows suit, keeping the very much almost bodyguard-esque demeanor about her, since Artemis decided to walk all regal last time we had session.
No.
Falling into
Let-
old habits.
Let her
Says
be the queen that she is.
It's not like that, but okay.
And Elizabeth is just her hired bodyguard keeping her safe. It's
It's
fine.
not even hired. You just are there bodyguarding because you decided to.
You can't see the air quotes.
No, I can't. But I'm pointing out the obvious because I can.
God sitting here like, I see you too.
Points down
I
from
know
the
I-
clouds. I see you.
I know I ain't getting paid. It's fine.
Also, I apologize for Serenity's behavior for this session because I'm feeling affectionate, so therefore the character's about to suffer through it.
Okay, that's not my problem. That's your problem.
Warning has been noted.
Does sound like your problem.
Well, it's only my problem if she starts affectionating on other people who I have to roleplay as, which is
Oh,
very
no.
possible.
Oh no,
However,
I'm telling Paris that it's her problem.
Come here, Artemis.
Is that what happens the moment we walk up?
She doesn't just immediately run up to her, but she has the expression of a puppy that just saw mom come back into the house.
The moment Elizabeth sees that, she like veers her way of walking to like do the wide berth around Serenity just not to be part of it.
this does not involve me.
Aurelius is just gonna watch and see what happens.
Elizabeth heads into the tavern.
Fair enough.
All that happens is that once...
Artemis just kind of links her arm with Serenity's. When's the last time they ate? I can't remember.
I don't.
It was
I
the
think
other day.
We had ice. Yeah, we had iced coffee.
Okay.
That's all we've
Artemis is
had.
gonna look
Yeah.
at her. She's like, I'm hungry. Can we eat?
Yes.
So you're able to.
Hello. She just leans on her.
She's okay with it.
So you are able to head into the Iron Hand resting, and Melia gives you a little wave. Kind of notes you guys like, oh, did you find something to eat while you were all out?
We did not. Do we have food
No.
here?
I've got some leftovers. Most of the food was eaten by people who came back for food for lunch, but I could whip you up something. Trust me,
Please?
we will make sure that food is made use of. We're currently cracking the bones for the marrow to get some butter.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that
Ooh.
sounds delicious. Please.
Bless you.
Bless you.
For me, I'll just
put
take a
salt
glass of
in
water
my
right now,
cup.
please.
I'll
if
give you
that's
some. I'll give you a
possible.
glass of water and some chips. Just something to munch on.
She'll look at her and then look at Serenity like, did you talk to her or something? And then
When you looked at her, she's like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. It's just halfling hospitality. You have a snack with everything."
it's appreciated, thank you.
No problem.
Promise I wasn't raised by halflings.
Yeah, she hops into the
Just gonna
back.
look over.
Go ahead.
Artemis is gonna look over at Elizabeth. This kind of heat will burn carbs faster. You need a snack.
I mean, I'm sure you ain't wrong, but I ain't hungry.
I'm not wrong.
Whatever you say,
Confidence.
whatever you say, Adi. Right now, I ain't hungry, but I'll snack to make you happy. Does that work?
Sure. She blinks
Serenity
back.
has like the SpongeBob, you like Krabby Patties, don't you squirt expression from behind Artemis.
Elizabeth is just glaring daggers at Serenity. Serenity, if you start using the other two against me to get me to eat, we're gonna have a problem.
You've done nothing.
You just see Aurelius in the background wondering who put pepper in his cup.
Wait a minute. Wait,
That's why he sneezed.
Bro, somebody about to start a fight. That's how you fucking get hurt. What the fuck? Someone tamper with his shit. Quick.
Tampered with his iced coffee.
With pepper.
Right. I mean, I remember the peppermint rum, but...
Artemis is gonna sit down and just like start pulling her books out of her bag and just start looking through them again.
Mhm.
Well,
See,
As she does at every meal.
yeah, seeing that Elizabeth, trying to seem like she knows what she's doing, pulls out the graphic novel book and opens it up and looks like she's reading.
love her so much. Especially considering Serenity knows. She's just looking at Elizabeth and then just goes back to what she's doing.
Is Elizabeth sitting next to Artemis reading this?
Yes, she is.
She's gonna peer over. What are you reading?
I'm looking at the pictures right now, but it's called the Griffin Saddlebag.
Oh,
I got it at that really cool bookshop at Peking Hill.
Comp, do I recognize that name?
Peking Hill?
Or
No, the
Griffin
Griffin
Saddlebag.
It's something you've heard in your travels. I'm gonna make you roll a check for that. You've heard of it. Effectively, some of it works effectively as kind of a postal service, effectively the way of communication between different places. Sometimes it can be a little bit more of the mundane, actually riding a creature from place to place. Other times it is literally magical transportation. It's very fascinating stuff, but you haven't been able to actually get a hold of anything regarding it to learn more, to understand any of the magical context. So it's mostly just been hearsay, there's stories.
And
would I recognize this
go ahead.
as something of a children's book or just like regular graphic novel?
It would be akin to a children's book in the simplicity of dialogue to explain elaborate concepts that normally a child would not understand if you tried to, throw big words at them. Like me talking.
Artemis is just gonna look it over and nod. Alright, I'll have to read that after you're done and just go back to what she's doing. Probably still decrypting.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth, while looking at the graphic novel, if anybody is watching her, she is squinting, trying to make out what is on the page.
She's probably gonna glance over again, recognize the squinting, and just kind of take her glasses off and hold them out.
Are you sure? I thought you needed those.
Try them. I can eat without wearing glasses. And she pushed her journal away for a minute, looked over at Serenity. She does look a little bleary-eyed because she doesn't usually not wear them.
Okay, well then Elizabeth, looking weirdly at the glasses before putting them on, kind of blinks and stares at everybody.
It's not perfect. There's still some blurry alignment that could be done, but it's sharper.
Aurelius
God damn it. God damn it, Dad. God damn it, Dad.
Ma'am, I'm not sure that's how prescriptions work.
I mean, I can't see, like, perfectly or anything like that, but she'll look down at the book going, God damn it, there are words in that panel. Oh, God damn it.
Aurelius just kind of slowly stands up and approaches. Look over
Good
here.
night.
Huh? What did you say, Aurelius?
Look over here.
She'll look up at him, looking, like, frustrated, but not because of him.
You look cute.
Her eyes get huge, and she, not subtly, while still looking at him, she, like, brings the book to, like, be between the two of them and just lifts it up over her face and turns back to the table.
You also look like a nerd.
Serenity is choking even more.
Aurelius kind of walks by and ruffles her hair.
Okay, look, I didn't know I needed them because I didn't need to need them. Does that make sense? She hands the glasses back to Artemis.
Artemis will just kind of grab at them for a minute and then shove them on her face.
The food is brought out. They're effectively the potato wedges that have been crisped.
Artemis is immediately going to be grabbing a couple of them.
That was perfect.
That was so incredibly unnecessary.
He's following Aurelius's tendencies and heart, and I approve of it. The chaos of, hold on a second, I'm following this.
No, Serenity's fucking cackling, bro. She's fucking dying.
Live.
While
Aurelius,
you're laughing, Artemis is going to eat.
Yes.
Aurelius sits down and pulls down his hood, and he just kind of says, "So, I'm gonna look for work later."
I'll come with you.
Yeah, just letting the and he gestures towards Serenity and Elizabeth and goes,
You
"No,
mean
sorry,
Artemis?
yeah, brain, sorry,
You're good.
I'm not fully awake yet. I just finished my call."
You're waking up to ash and
Yeah.
dust. You wipe your brow with that sweat and your rust.
Shut.
Hey, this is the place
Unfor-
for sweat and rust.
Right?
Look, Unfortunately, there are no chemicals for me to breathe in because that might wake me the hell up.
No, put it down.
What kind of work are we talking, Aurelius?
Aurelius looks to his coin pouch, and then he looks back and is like, "Enough to fill this with enough coin to get plate mail."
Do you have
Okay.
any leads?
With who?
Well, the captain of the guard seems to have work, and I'm willing to do that.
Have
you-
fun.
Yeah,
figured.
I ain't doing that either, so.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but
Artemis is literally eating by grabbing food and shoving it under her hood.
There's also like a mixed sauce to dip it in if you want, or you just shovel it in. It's got like salt on it, and it tastes really good. Unfortunately, that also
Be
means that you.
shoveling it in because the sauce is going to get all over the clothes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're also needing to chug a bit more water, and so you actually do have a second glass that's been placed next to it because it is salty.
At this point, Elizabeth has a chip between her teeth, hasn't started eating, and just turns the page of her book completely, like, not even paying attention about work anymore.
Fair enough.
Lamb, do you know what a mole is? She's watching Artemis eat in
If
confusion.
you're calling me a name, I do not appreciate it.
So then you don't know what a mole is.
what's a mole?
Yes, I do. It's an
I'm not
animal.
calling you a name. I'm saying that you're reminding me of it, though. It's quite cute, honestly.
What is a
You are
mole?
attracted to the strangest things.
Darling, you would jump into a dumpster if you thought there was
I
something
know.
useful in it.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
I'm
that's
aware
not
of
a
what I
mole.
am.
That's
Like, I'm aware that
That's
I
a
am.
raccoon.
That's
No,
Yeah.
Serenity, please explain to him what a mole is.
A mole is a small creature that lives underground that is blind and comes out to eat on occasion.
And just saying that Adi reminds you of a mole.
Well, I just watched her squint when she was without her glasses.
You watch me squint every morning before I put on my glasses.
Yes. You're not blind, but you're hard of seeing.
Yes, but I don't know why you're surprised by it.
I'm not.
Eli-
It's just endearing.
Elizabeth has sunk down in her chair, pulled her hood up, and like brought the book higher over her
Surreal.
face.
Suri looks like she doesn't fully know that she dug herself into a hole.
Hey, look, there's the mole. Digging a hole, digging a hole, digging a hole.
Moles don't
Aurelia,
dig graves.
Well, you're proving that wrong.
Right?
Aurelius just kind of slowly looks over to Elizabeth, thinks about what she said earlier, and says, "You know, your heart of seeing would explain why you keep running into swords."
Okay, so it's the close-up stuff that I have problem with, okay? It's not the far away stuff. And honestly, let's just chalk it up to the fact that I'm stupid.
I mean, honestly, the fact that you're hard of seeing makes it a lot more, what's the term?
Difficult?
Sensible?
You both spoke at the same time.
The funny part is that's very in character, but she said sensible.
Difficult.
Hey, I do what I do and I do what I do well. I ain't died. almost.
Artemis is gonna
Once-
pause and look at her. You said that word
once-
a lot, and I didn't catch the meaning of any of that.
Look,
you
I'm
see,
still alive. That's all that needs to be paid attention to. I'm still alive.
if you did what you did well, you wouldn't get hit.
I cannot explain to you how hard Serenity is biting into her fucking mouth.
At that, Elizabeth sits up straight, lowers her book, and like leans across the table at Aurelius, and her eyes narrow, but it's not because she's squinting. I know what I'm doing. Understood? I know what I'm doing.
Well, at least you're aware you're walking into strong swords, long swords. I'm sorry, I'm not awake. Easy.
Go back to your coffee before you put your foot in your mouth again.
A fresh
she
cup
goes
of
back
coffee.
to reading.
A fresh cup of coffee is put next to you.
Aurelius devours it.
I feel like we both dug ourselves into holes.
Just eat the cup.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Devour!
Eat the cup like a sensible human being.
Aurelius looks at the cup and hands it to Artemis. You can eat it.
Elizabeth about spits out her water. She's trying not to laugh.
Artemis look at him to the cup, then back up. Okay. Just start
No! No!
pulling it.
There are many things that I will allow you to indulge. This is not one of them.
I didn't realize you allowed me to do anything.
Okay, look. If I restrain you, the spells will hurt, but I will at least stop you from hurting yourself.
You can tell Aurelius is reveling in all of this, but like he's not showing it. You see it in the glint of his eyes.
Elizabeth has begun sinking in her chair again, to the point where you barely see her eyes over the table.
I love that Aurelius.
Artemis is gonna
secretly
loves
loves
cup
chaos.
and bite on it, staring at Serenity.
Peace!
The best part about it is that Aurelius himself isn't doing anything chaotic. He's just enabling other people.
He's just encouraging
He's literally... Yeah, he was
encouraging it.
literally just encouraging it.
Listen, if you hadn't told her no, she wouldn't have done it.
Oh, I know what this is. She looks at fucking Artemis. You are a reverse psychology case.
What's psychology?
Oh no, I'm
What-
just
what-
bored.
If you're bored and want to chew on something that... Never
I'm not
mind.
chewing on you today.
How do you... What is psychology?
It's the study of the mind.
Study of the... Oh.
Elizabeth, you know how you look at someone and you observe them for a while and you sort of figure out their patterns and why and how they do things?
Yeah?
Related to psychology.
Oh.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
so...
She's gonna
okay.
push the cup back forward and then go back to her notes.
She still hasn't gotten up from where she is. She's literally trying to sink under the table.
Is there a dent in the cup, I wonder?
No, she is not strong.
I am not strong enough to put a dent in anything. Artemis could just kind of nudge Elizabeth with her feet. Sit up, eat your food.
I told you I ain't hungry. I got a chip. I had a chip. Where'd my chip go? It's like falling on the ground.
You
Yes,
look around for
and
it.
you said
and
you would snack.
you-
I'm expecting you to snack.
You do not see the chip on the floor. Serenity, you hear a little like nibbling sound.
What?
Bean got my chip.
Bean got the chip.
He has stolen it!
Reluctantly, Elizabeth will sit up in her chair and grab another chip and make a very... Make sure that it's a very loud sound when she takes a bite of the chip.
Yeah, because when you like sat up, Bean was staring at you with those wide, beady eyes that so innocently looked up at you, and then put the chip to its mouth and started chewing on it. Pull back, stared at you, then did it again. Pull back up, stared at you, did it again. As in, this is how you eat, like this.
Even
Like
Bean's
this.
giving me shit.
That's a damn shame.
Aurelius is just
I mean, being fair is
sitting
connected to
there.
Serenity, so.
Okay, look.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. And she'll just continue shoving food into her face because Artemis is perpetually hungry.
All that brain power, man. Burning them carbs.
Sure.
Also, Serenity's still just leaning on Artemis.
Artemis is sitting and eating. If you continue to lean on her, she's gonna push her off. She's also got her notes out in front of her.
Wait, she's gonna what?
Notes.
Notes.
Push you. She's
out.
got her notes out.
Oh!
She's still deciphering.
Have you gotten anywhere with that?
Yeah, kind of. It's mostly. I haven't really interpreted what it means, but I've deciphered it from this language. From. What was the original language again? I think it was like Dwarvish.
I don't remember.
Comp.
I believe it was
There we go.
Dwarvish. If it wasn't Dwarvish, it was Goblin.
Yeah. It was Goblin because
Yeah, it was
Dwarvish
Goblin.
is a bit of Goblin, but it takes a lot more for her to interpret Goblin than Dwarvish.
Yeah, Goblin uses Dwarvish language, as in the letters, but it does not write like Dwarvish.
Yeah, she's
I know.
she's just translating from one language to another language and then into another language.
She's got her work cut out for her.
Where have you gotten thus far?
I've got it into Common Dwarvish, and now I must get it into Common.
Okay. Do you need me to get a dictionary or anything that might help?
I think I might have one. Do you have one? And she's gonna start rifling through her bag again, just like bent over, looking through the.
Aurelius does not, and he knows he does not.
Ever wanting to be helpful, Aurelius.
She's gonna peek up. Can one of you get me one of those iced coffees? That sounded good. Actually, I think I tried one. Can I have another
Yeah,
one?
we had one.
Serenity just slides her cup over to her.
Artemis is gonna look over at her, bite the cup, and then just start sipping at it.
Just looks at Artemis, leans down, gives her a kiss, and goes back to setting her head back on the counter.
What is the time?
Based off of all the work that you all had been doing, it's probably like 1 to 2-ish.
Okay. So that'd still be enough to. Alright. So Aurelius kind of stands up, pulls up his cloak, and he just kind of says, "Well, I'm going to look into this work. While I'm out, I'll try find a Dwarvish dictionary, see if that's around somewhere. If not, c'est la vie." Elven expression. I don't actually know what it means.
That's a very human thing to do.
It really is. Oh, yes.
So Aurelius is
Come
heading
on.
out.
I thought, is Serenity going with him for work?
Yup.
All right. So you two stand up and
darling, and she's gonna give her a kiss and
Yeah.
just wave her as she leaves.
If
The
anything,
puppy faces back.
if anything goes wrong, I guess meet back here.
If something
If
goes
it's-
wrong with us, wouldn't the problem be that... Never mind.
No, not us. Like with
Stop
these
thinking
idiots.
too hard about it. Just go and find some work.
Like I trust you, Serenity. I don't trust these two in a room.
But yet you're leaving us in a room.
Yeah, because you're
No,
the cowards.
Character growth.
I wish that I had my camera on, because all I did was blink and stare forward.
Artemis is just gonna stare at him when he says that they're cowards. Just staring.
You know, Aurelius, you're having a way with words today that one of these days you and I are gonna have to have a talk.
Ernie's out the door.
Or
And you
you
can
can
vaguely hear her say, I didn't do it.
you can tell Aurelius is mostly saying this shit to to get a reaction. Just he's literally just trying to cause chaos without actually like
No,
being chaos.
there is something that hardens a little bit in Artemis's eyes before she just kind of shakes her head and just, yes, I'm a coward. Have fun.
Elizabeth's eyes just narrow and stare Aurelius down.
Aurelius kind of stares back.
Aurelius, come on before they tear you into a fucking tiny iota of flesh.
That'd be fun, actually. He says,
Bring
walking.
your ass on! And she fucking goes to grab him.
He's already out the door, man.
All right.
Yes, I sweat.
No murderation yet.
Oh, I ain't going
It's
to kill him.
It's fine. He probably forgot.
Forgot what?
Well, I told all of you.
Well, I mean, I understood, but he's in a mood today.
Just gonna keep eating, keep decrypting. Occasionally glance over at Elizabeth and her book.
I swear, if he kept talking to me while we were in the middle of the, eating, mind you, she's eating one chip.
Elizabeth, do you want us to go and get you some glasses so you can read that properly?
That's only step one of the problem.
Okay, well, it's certainly a step, but they would sell them in this city because this city produces quite a bit. I don't know when we were going to find another one that you'd be able to find glasses so easily.
With my fighting style, Artemis, aren't you? I'd be afraid I'd break the things.
Buy more than one pair, and you can always just take them off when you fight. They can be reading glasses.
You know what? We got to the time and I ain't gonna go look for the god, so whenever you're done.
She's gonna shove a couple more of the chips into her mouth, just like a chipmunk. Then give her a thumbs up.
She'll put her book away. Lead the way, Audie.
And she's gonna
I
probably
don't know
shove
why
all of her
anything
shit
is.
back into her bag.
Simple enough. So, we'll start with the dynamic duo before we go with the smart duo.
Go fuck yourself!
Hey, hey,
Fuck yourself!
hey, both of you.
There's a smart duo?
Yeah, you have intelligence, not wisdom. Intelligence.
So does... I have wisdom?
No,
I
no,
only
you
have
don't.
wisdom.
You have enough wisdom to know not to do something, and then go. But if I did it anyway.
I have 15 intelligence and 14 wisdom. Go
Yeah,
fuck yourself.
Yes, but currently you are the dynamic duo.
I have a 20 intelligence and a 19 wisdom.
Yes, and yet.
Yes, that's where the chaotic alignment comes in, sir.
Let him go with them, and we'll do our stuff after.
Yeah, you two have fun. Oh, have fun.
Look, we're dynamic because we have style.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I swear.
Kill each other later.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So
Man, literally sitting here like I have no regrets.
none whatsoever.
So go lick the cop boot so y'all can get a job.
So the two of you head out. Do you ask the guards to direct you, or do you follow your, earlier directions?
Fuck you, Serenity ass. Serenity don't remember shit.
I'm making sure. Using that, you are able to make your way towards... at first, you're thinking you're going towards the guard house, but as soon as you get there, it's like, no, you have to keep going. And then you get to another one, it's like, no, you got to keep going. You get to a third one, and you note that, like, they're not, like, spread, really close to each other, where it's like, wow, that's really close. It's like, no, there's a good distance between, but you're getting, like, deeper into the city until you see effectively a small fortress. Almost like a keep within the city. It's built like exactly as I said, a fortress. It is resolute and powerful looking, and when you speak about work, they're like, you're looking to speak to Fergus. Come inside. They motion for you to walk in. And there's a few people who are kind of milling about, of various different denominations and nationalities and such. You would probably guess that they actually have come from different places because of how much resources here, the iron and the crafting that has gone on here. Some of them are, just humans. Could be from anywhere. There's also a couple of dragonborn, which you don't see too much of them, but they're here. They're doing stuff. There are a few hobgoblins, as well as 2 bugbear who are just kind of chatting off in a corner, as well as 3 or 4 goblins who are kind of like the small dog around big dogs, trying to kind of be square up at people. Granted, some of the people just kind of walk semi over them, and then the person the goblin kind of jumps back and runs after them because they're working here. After a moment, one of the people, they're dressed not like everyone. Not everyone. A number of people are wearing that heavy, very strapped up, plate mail armor or half plate armor. Again, very military, very structured. One person who looks to be just wearing a plain shirt, casual clothes. Almost looks like they would be more of a receptionist or even just a casual shopkeeper. Probably someone to do books and the like. It kind of steps up are you looking for Fergus?
Serenity nods her head.
Come this way. If I let anyone else try and take you, they'll try and give all the formalities and stuff. Turns and just kind of walks off. Come on.
You'll follow after.
As you're walking,
Aurelius is
Get?
following, but he's also as he's walking, having basically lived in a fortress since he was a kid, he's also looking to see not necessarily how the fortress is defended, but how operations kind of are, how everything's moving.
Gotcha. I will say, just because of your background and because of your upbringing, you would note that there's a sense of a kind of a laid-back attitude, but at the same time, everyone is ready. It's that we can relax because we're in a safe place, but we are also armored and ready to get up, grab a helmet, slap it on, and beat the hell out of someone if they cause trouble.
Okay.
They're at ease.
Yeah.
But they're not unaware. Walking down.
If I may ask, I'm sorry. What's with the goblin? She points over her shoulder.
Which one? He just kind of laughs. Some of them, they worry about the fact that a lot of the people here are more larger goblinoids, hobgoblins, bugbears. Less bugbears actually. A lot of the heat kind of gets under their fur. And, well, don't get me started on hearing them complain about ash, but they take a lot of pride in their work. And goblins, well, they have a lot of pride in themselves too, but a lot of people tend to forget that and they overlook them. And well, they like to puff their chest a little bit more than is necessary, and it gets them in trouble.
Ah.
They're boisterous and loud, but they can back it up. It's just when you're boisterous and loud, you get ignored a lot more. Just something I've noticed in my time here. Here, take a seat over there. I'll be with you in a second. Well, Fergus will be with you in a second. I need to go let Fergus know you're here. Are you looking to be hired? Are you looking for work? Work. I figured as much. No offense, you look like the sort who wandered in and are wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. Don't worry, I'll be back in a moment. He motions to a bench when he opens the door and he walks in.
Wide-eyed and bushy-tailed?
Aurelius
Yeah.
kind of narrows his eyes and he's just like, are my eyes wide?
Wait, repeat that? I'm sorry, you got low for some reason.
Are my eyes wide?
I mean, it means that you came in, like, looking new, but... She's like looking herself over. I don't get it.
If you're wondering, you do not have a bushy tail.
Well, no, I didn't think so, but I know sometimes I have a... She kind of, like, gestures above her head.
Both of you make intelligence checks.
Oh, goody!
I need y'all to look at the roll 20 check.
Hold on. Okay.
You left the Chaos Gremlins to their own devices.
Look, if I come back and y'all are both rummaging around in the dumpster, I'm not helping you if you catch them.
That's a 14.
If I'm rummaging around in the dumpster today, that ends in Y.
It's a 12.
So 12 and 14.
Yeah.
Didn't show up on the thing, but that happens.
Yeah, I need to fix that.
You're fine. Hold on. Steam, you're supposed to be in
No.
offline mode. Fuck off.
Never!
So Paris, you're kind of just like, I don't get it. Aurelius, you do, after a moment's thought, kind of realize, right, you look at yourself, and you're in splint mail. That's still good armor. Pretty much everyone here has been... Now it's working, yeah. Pretty much everyone who has been here has been wearing plate mail, half plate, like fully kitted out armor, and you look like you are just a step down, which in any other place you'd look like great, but around here you do stick out because of that. And then there's your companion, who is wearing no armor, so she definitely sticks out as she is walking around with you're walking around with your weapon, right?
She has a great sword on her back and a white dress that looks like it's too big for her.
Yeah, that fucking stands out.
I think the long and short of it is that, I mean, look at us. He gestures towards his armor, and look at that guy. And he gestures towards one of the people in like just closest person.
Okay.
There's a distinct difference in armor class.
I need to start a fight to assume off of, what is it called? Like a dominance or some shit?
No, look, while rules of nature works out there, in here, there's a chain of command, and I kind of think we should stick to it for the moment. Don't like it, but just bear with it. Okay? You can tell he, like, genuinely does not.
He's like staring at him with the face that just reads like, I'm aware there's a chain of command. You do know, I know about chain of commands and stuff.
I know. I'm more saying it to myself than I am to you.
Not used to authority anymore, are we?
I've been traveling on my own with my sword on my back for, what, 3 years now? I'm my own master now.
She pats his back because she's been wandering alone for 10 years and she understands that greatly. She only met Artemis half a year ago. I understand more than you know. Don't worry, we get a job, we get paid, we fuck around, it's fine.
We get a job, we get plate mail, we go back to the others, we go on our way, whoop-de-fucking-do.
Whoop-de-fucking-do. Exactly, whoop-de-do. You get good armor.
Duty fucking whoop.
Would you like
Right.
beauty to keep calm?
I'm I'm okay. I just and Aurelius is looking around at the fortress.
She lifts up Bean Bean as an offer.
I'm okay. It's fine. Just this reminds me of home in a weird way.
Oh? Rather than missing it, maybe. I don't know, I think you say enjoy it. Nice place that's actually familiar for once.
I'll just deal with it in the moment and then move on.
He looks at him and she looks like she's considering something before she just takes his hand. I'm here for you, alright? You're not alone.
Aurelius
problem.
acknowledges it, but he's not saying anything. He's reverting to his quieter self.
Just sit beside him. Well, walk, stand. I'm not sure where we are currently. My
I
brain
said there was a bench.
I don't know why I forgot.
Go sit
Bench
over on the
pop.
bench.
Bench time.
Bench time. It's bench time. Go sit on the bench time. But you're going to be standing up in a couple seconds anyways, because the gentleman opens the door and says, Fergus will see you now. You guys stand up. You enter in. And you see a person in like full plate. And it is, again, very much what the other armors are styled after. This is definitely not made in the same way of most armors that you've seen, which probably means that it's a bit more complex and probably more armored, as it were. But they are, taking their time. They've got their gauntlets kind of like putting their belts behind them as they're writing down a few different things. You've seen kind of that gauntlet holster, Aurelius. It's something people do when they need more dexterity of the fingers and the like. They finish a few things as you guys have been led inside. Before they finish, kind of sit off to the side and interlocks their fingers, leans forward. Welcome, travelers. How can I be of assistance?
Well, my friend here was looking for plate mail, but unfortunately we don't have a lot of money, so we were looking for work. If you have any.
Joining the guard would also be amenable. It would mean that you'd be signing on for some time of work. Generally, 2 years is the minimum we ask of you.
Unfortunately, we are still traveling, so we cannot do that.
Mercenaries, understandable. We
I wouldn't
commend
call
your.
myself exactly a mercenary.
You are being paid to take care of business. It is mercenaries. That is a more kind term than you might think of it, but it is what you are doing. I will be labeling it as such for. Kind of taps the papers in front of him. For simplicity's sake. I'm simply letting you know so that you are not offended in the future. Please, have a seat. There's some chairs on the other side of his desk as he pulls out a few other papers and starts looking through them. How would you describe your skills? Please do not over-elaborate. Simple to the point. I wish to get you a job quickly and help you out as quickly as is possible, as your assistants will be assisting us. But I don't want to get you into a place over your head.
Aurelius just kind of sits down, and as he's sitting down, he's drawing his greatsword and sort of placing it holding it in front of him, Just he's not saying anything. He's showing what he specializes in.
Kind of pauses, glances at it, nods slowly.
Returns it to his sheath.
You're both looking for combat then. Places to fight your way through people.
I'm typically best with combat animals, so she shrugs.
We try to keep the livestock more outside the city to avoid the heat from disrupting them. We do have a few jobs. One job kind of pulls out a paper, kind of looks it over for a second. No, that is searching for a ring, not your job.
I feel like Dawn's going to kill me for what I ask next, but what does this guy look like again?
You can't tell what they look like underneath the armor because they are wearing armor.
Okay.
And like when they like have their gauntlets off, they're wearing like a thin, like a almost like a silk glove underneath it. So you can't even see what their hands look like. The gloves are probably meant to cushion while they're holding while their hands are in the gauntlets to prevent
Chafing.
well, chafing as well as
Rust.
Chafing, rust, and potential wear and tear, grating against one's skin, causing like blisters.
Yeah,
and such.
skin
Blisters,
damage.
Yeah. So he knows what he's doing. He looks through a few more.
May I ask a question?
Does it pertain to the job?
Unfortunately, no.
Then I'd prefer if you kept it to a minimum.
He shrugs. Oh.
This one might be a bit much for two of you. I would not recommend it, but I will still offer it. Some people are... well, they have gumption, and perhaps they have a way. There are people in the lower cities. Some people will get injured. Apparently there are some people who are taking advantage of such things. They are making prosthetics out of other people's body parts. Not something that we would normally worry about. However, some of these people have been refound with an ailment, a blue mold that is growing on their skin. Kind of sets that one off to the side. There is another one in the hills to the north. There is a group of people who are apparently gathering in a manner not unlike a group of bandits. However, the weapons that they have appear to be ones sequestered and stolen away from our places of business. Both the guilds who have lost these pieces as well as the guards who have been unable to find them would be appreciative of this. Sets that one down. This is just a protection job, asking to have someone guide them from Molten Hold towards landfall, escort mission, if you will. They are not leaving for the next week. They have some business here, so it might be something you can do later, but they would be paying you, not me.
Is that the last one he sits down?
Yep. I have others. However, you are... well, you've mentioned your skills, and I might have more later, but this is what I have.
Is there any you think takes priority?
As much as I'd like to say that those with the limb replacements would be of priority, we're having some of our people paladins and the like try to look into it to see if they can find and hopefully cure these people. I've heard nothing back from them yet, so we will see. Bandits is something certainly to take some priority. Either of those, I'd say. The guard mission would be something you can speak with the caravaneers. Let them know that you are interested, but again, it will be a week before you will be able to travel with them.
There is another question that I have to ask, and yes, it does pertain to the job this time.
Nods.
Can you tell me what Do you know what order the paladins that are working on the blue mold are?
It is not something I have generally brought up. I will see if it is in the paperwork.
Appreciate it. I have a few associates. If they are in that group, then it might incline me more to help. You understand. She just waves her hand off.
A little, of course.
Aurelius also
Uh.
continues and basically says, and if they are of a particular order, I may have some friends in.
What are these orders?
I was honorably discharged from the Vigilance of the Abyss 3 years ago.
Roll a history check for him. He kind of pauses, like, thoughtful. And you?
God, I can't remember what the fucking order is.
What'd you name him, Paris?
I didn't. I thought you did. Shit.
Their names, they're from the Richards of Southport.
I fucking hate you.
You bring it up and you don't have a name?
Okay, so in my defense, every other time I have been a paladin or from a holy background, Don has named the group. In my defense.
I mean, being fair, you had said it with such confidence. I'm like, you have it written down? Of course. I mean, it only makes sense.
I can hear you smirking.
Yes, I am absolutely smirking. What other expression would I have on my face in such a moment? Would you like a name for them?
Yeah, because I can't think of anything on the spot and I'm under pressure.
Pushing down.
Yes, you are.
Pushing down on you.
Order of
Don't make me come over there, hamster.
Down. Order of the Dawnblade.
Why did I know it was going to have something to do with Dawn or Star? All right.
Does that name ring any bells?
Roll a history check.
Combined with the name and now like all the information of what they did to her that you know, that's a lot. No, I meant for Aurelius.
That's a 10.
Not really. You were kind of busy with your own stuff.
Fair enough.
So make sure you write that down, Paris.
Yes.
Write it down.
Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down. He does actually pause at that and kind of looks up to you, and there's like a moment of consideration before he nods slowly. Very well. Neither group is part of this investigation.
Unfortunate.
We have no need for the vigilance here. We have no pits in the vicinity, nor for the dawn.
Well, what do you think about dealing with some bandits, Aurelius?
I'm happy to play sellsword.
I think that's a job we'll take. I've only just now did Roll20 show your fucking roll.
It took a bit, but I trusted him when he said he had a 10.
No, I did too. I'm just laughing that only just now I heard bleep.
Yeah.
Roll20 really be acting up. What the hell?
Well, it's sleepy. It needs a nap.
Feels like a call out post. Okay.
All right. So you ask for that one, and they nod. They write your ask for your names, write it down. And they get a second piece of paper, write a few little bits, put it into a sealed envelope, get some wax, seal it, and hand it to you. So that when you are done, you can be paid.
Appreciate it.
You said the Merchants Guild would be paying for this one?
That'd be for the escort mission. The bandits would be, you would come back to me. The guilds are within the city and they report any misdemeanors and the like to me to then make sure that their records are straight. And you reporting to me will mean that I can then give to them what they are due.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
And you.
I'll take the wax sealed paper letter thing.
So yeah, you can do both the escort mission and one of the other missions. It's just the escort mission will be a week before you can actually go with them.
With my insight,
Mm-hmm.
what was I able to get, like passive insight?
Mm-hmm.
What was I able to gather from his reaction when I mentioned the order?
When you mentioned your order, he kind of like just paused it in a kind of like, okay, like he wasn't aware of your order. When Serenity mentioned hers, there was a slight flinch. Slight.
Okay.
A tensing of the fingers. Nothing else, just the fingers. But it was enough that you noticed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think to inside him during that. Shit.
Nope.
Alright. So Aurelius, I assume they're escorted out and all that.
Yep. The gentleman escorts you out and kind of looks you two over for a moment before kind of chuckling.
Can I help you?
You're going to need to go out into the wilds in a white dress with a great sword on your back. What kind of story tale did you step out of?
Apparently one that you haven't heard of.
Oh no, I've heard of
Would you
many.
like a demonstration?
I'd rather you didn't. No need for us to get blood on each other.
I've seen that great sword cleave through several creatures, men, women. Do not underestimate her.
Serenity slowly looks to Aurelius when he mentions men and women, because it makes her sound like a killer.
She's a killer. She's...
The idea is that he's
trying to hype her up.
Like that, and like also slight intimidation to get them to back down.
Yeah, he kind of nods slowly for a second, just like it wasn't an insult or a slight. It's an observation. You're walking around in a white dress in a place filled with soot and smoke. And you're going to go out and get blood all over yourself. You have a very specific aesthetic. Very, very noticeable one.
You learn how to get blood out of white clothing when you live in a paladin order for 8 years.
I've seen paladin orders who still struggle to remember to get blood out of the crevices of their armor and end up with rust. You'd be surprised how many people forget that and then have to get reprimanded by being told to run around the city. The entire city, not a block, the whole damn place.
The whole point of care is caring for yourself, your clothing, your weaponry, and your mind.
Obviously.
That brings back memories.
You're from one of the orders? No, I was in the room. Sorry. I don't mean to lie.
I was in the room. Remember?
Yeah.
I was in the corner.
Yeah.
Behind the...
he was there.
He wasn't told to leave.
Yeah. But
it was when I was 15. I did not take well enough care of my, at the time, longsword, and I had to run around the fortress several times with stones, large stones, in each arm until I collapsed.
Thankfully,
One
it's only
reason.
once around the city here. The heat alone tends to make people remember, although they are making the run in full armor.
The only reason that I remember to clean is because my mentor gave me a great sword and said, and I quote, "I'm not giving you another. Take care of it, or you're going weaponless." Considering a lot of the fights that we had, going weaponless is suicide. So I learned
Well,
to
my
keep track
order
of
was brutal.
it.
You're fine. I can only imagine what it must be like. I'm from the mountains myself, but ways off from here.
I'm from Cormundum. I'm from more central. Plains, fields, rolling wheat. She looks like she's reminiscing.
Explains a lot. Well, sorry, I don't mean to hold you up. You've got a lot you've got on your plate. Take care of
I'd
yourselves.
like, I'd like to come back and talk with you later if you don't mind.
I mean, I'm not stopping you. From here, sure.
We can talk
You
later
don't have to
after the job. Thank you
As
for
long
your help and assistance.
My pleasure. He kind of like motions to the foyer area. He does walk with you. He's escorting you out fully.
Why are you screaming bread in the chat?
Wheat.
Wheat.
Oh!
Bread.
All I saw was bread! I'm like, what happened?
It sounds like you're just describing Arcadia, the breadbasket of the Greek world.
Bro, I didn't know what Arcadia was for a second until you fucking said that. I'm like, excuse you.
Sorry.
You've
No,
been playing
you're
a lot
fuck-
of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Look,
haven't
man.
you had to
I-
100%.
I'm
I
done.
get it. You're done.
I'm
with it.
done.
Anything else you two want to ask or do before you head out?
I want to go up to this fucking goblin that looks like he's tweaking off crack. I'm so curious about this fucking thing.
Looks.
Aurelius is trying to drag her away.
Bro, she's got a mission. Good luck.
They look up at you and they're like, "Yeah, how can I help you?"
I'm just wondering why you kept napping at people.
Sometimes I have that primal urge to square up with someone and see if they'll hit me in the jaw.
Would you like to be hit in the jaw?
Oh,
Are you
God,
gonna hit me
please
in the
don't.
jaw?
Do you want it?
Are you gonna hit me?
Do you want it?
Are you gonna hit me? You see
Aurelius
that
is
Aurelius and the guy behind you are just both pinching the bridge of their nose, just like, no, please.
And
She
we're
told-
the ones you guys were worried about.
I wasn't worried about you. I was just insulted when he said the smart squad. Unfortunately, she falls for the bait. Bam!
He takes it. He like does like a 360 spin, or just like he hits you hit and you feel him like move with it to prevent himself from getting as much damage. Rather dexterous for wearing heavier armor, but it is half plate. He's not wearing full plate. But he takes it square to the jaw, spins around, just kind of like lands in a squat, just like the gremlin arms to the side, right angles, squat.
Yes.
Yeah. Death by Schnoot Snoot.
Yes, that pose with the most manic crack cocaine look in his eyes. He's like, "Whoa, I feel alive!" And then he just scuttles away. And a few other people are just like, "There you go, there you go. He's off. He's off."
Serenity is laughing and fucking clapping. Oh, I love this place.
This is gonna be a long job.
Somebody who literally, I found the fucking bandit from Borderlands that screams at you to shoot him in the face.
Hit me in the face.
This is glorious. Serenity just found her new best friend.
Amazing.
writes letter to the parents. Dear Mom and Dad, I found a goblin that apparently enjoys being punched today. I'm going to visit him again tomorrow.
We'll find tomorrow. We'll ask if he still desires to be punched in the face. I hope he does.
Oh dear God. Okay.
Aurelius is going to return to the tavern to do maintenance on his equipment before heading out.
Of course.
So
So
we're gonna do
before
the same.
we move on with you two, the other two, our friendly other two, you were looking for
Yes.
glasses.
Yeah, Elizabeth needs glasses.
Yep.
Yeah, glasses.
Okay.
You wouldn't
Like
hit a
those-
person with glasses, would you?
Glasses.
Damn right I would. Come here.
Those things are expensive. Take those off your nose so I can break it.
Why did it sound like Ryla?
You gotta take. You just gotta remember to take them off before you go into a fight, bro.
We'll see if she does.
Oh, my wallet's screaming already.
As a
hurt-
glasses,
let me-
as a glasses wearer, yes, my wallet hurts
Let me
too.
tell you, it hurts when your glasses break into your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I speak from experience.
I know that
Understandable.
experience well too.
All
However,
right, so
you guys,
am I just going to find the place, or are we gonna be walking?
I'll say you're effectively taking 20,
Do I know?
asking questions if you need to, or want to, rather. Do you guys want to ask questions? Effectively ask for directions.
Elizabeth would because she has no clue where anything is.
Then with Elizabeth's
Artemis probably
question,
would because she doesn't remember a lot of where. She wouldn't know where a glass place is, but she knows
Yeah.
that there's one here because it's overly populated and it makes stuff.
yep,
Understandable.
you would know that glasswork, at least last you remember, wasn't prominent, but that was last you were here. And looking at it now, it looks like it's actually quite a bit more prominent, especially with the heat and the fires of the forges, which makes for very, very interesting aesthetics as you kind of look around until you eventually see that like there's like people who are like blowing into tubes and making different shapes, actually making like glass vases and the like, which isn't a super common thing, probably more the higher nobles and the whatnot. However, there's one person like off to the side you can see like who's like clamping and twisting it and whatnot. It's like this complex tubed machination. Looks to be part of a set. You'd guess probably some kind of like alchemy supplies or the like, but it's like, what the fuck? What? Who decided this was okay?
Yeah, Artemis is successfully distracted. She's going to go walk over and ask him what he's doing.
Ari, god damn it.
Just a minute. I promise. Just a minute.
There's no just a minute with you and you know it.
Yeah, I know. You'll live though. And she'll.
Yep.
Maybe not this time.
You go in and you ask, and the person just kind of like they finish what they're doing and they set it off to the side to cool as they kind of look at you. It's like, I'm making a alchemy set for a friend. Got different bottles for making sure the heat goes in the right direction.
Fascinating. What sort do they do?
Some of it's meant to be put on boilers after you put things in them, so that when the heat hits the top as a steam, it condenses, but it's sloped in a way to drip it off into another bottle over in a different place to change whatever's in it. Not the technical person to ask about what sort of reactions you're supposed to get, but that's what my friend said he's working on, and I trust him to know more than me.
What's his name? Are you making up a name?
No, I'm finding it.
Oh, okay.
Also because I hate myself. I forgot I wrote the name like this. The name's Fall. Spelt like that.
My last name is Guy.
I was like, "What? Where is it?" And then I saw it, and I was the little note next to it. I was like, "Cease."
Interesting. And where may I find him?
I'll be back in to pick it up in a few days. He wanders about, supposedly helping with some friends. They've got some issues or the like. I don't know exactly what it is.
Okay, please tell him that someone named Artie came by and saw his fantastic gift that the alchemy set that you were making him, and wanted to pick his brain a little bit about it.
Sure thing. Even if while you're picking his brain, can you ask him why he keeps breaking them? This is the third set. This is the third set that I've had to make for him in the last couple weeks.
Well, you see, if it overheats, it tends to break. He might be experimenting a little bit.
I'm aware he must be experimenting, but I don't know what he's experimenting with. Most of the stuff he usually made was fine and dandy. Now he's talking like he's got some big project he's working on. I ain't in the wiser.
Her eyes kind of light up at that, but she kind of tempers it down and just nods. Right, do you know where a place where we could find some glasses? Like,
you're wanting to talk to my cousin. Head five doors down on the right hand side. You'll know it, believe me.
Thank you. And I'll be back.
Can we go,
And she's like,
please?
he gave directions. He gave us directions.
I could have just asked somebody else. You didn't have to. You do realize I was here, and this is so over my head that my brain hurts, right?
It's okay. It'll get better. She keeps walking.
I did this to myself. I know I did.
Yes. You made a choice. Now you're suffering the consequences, shall we?
You're suffering from success.
I'm suffering from wanting to call Artemis my friend.
That's self-inflicted. You did it to yourself.
Well, yeah, Elizabeth will follow after Artemis.
And she gets to the 5 doors down.
It is, in fact, very obvious that you're at a glasses shop, because the person who is running it has, you know, those like glasses that have extra little lenses over top of it that can go in front of the other ones?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got that. And it's got like 3 or 4 other interchanging appendages.
And Artemis is gonna hook her arm through Elizabeth's and pull her into the store.
And it's a good thing you did, because Elizabeth was gonna dig her heels in, kind of going, maybe I could wait.
No, you need to.
She's not gonna put up much of a fight, because if she did, I don't think Artemis could actually pull her. But
She couldn't, but she'd make a loud mess about trying to.
yeah,
You get a lot of people looking at you, and you don't want that.
From Elizabeth, oh, she'd be so mad. But yeah, she'll go inside.
Yep. So you head inside, and as you open the door, there's a ding 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 ding. As you see, it's got like a line of bells that go across, and after the first like few, like there's like he's like working on something, and then all of a sudden he, like after like the third or fourth, he kind of like slowly like lifts the head like wait, and then sees you all like clip 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 clip, just messing around with him before he finally settles on one. I was like, welcome to my shop. How can I help?
My friend here would like to get some glasses. She's never had them before, and she's gonna just kind of nudge Elizabeth forward.
Hi. I found, and you'll see that her demeanor has changed and the accent is gone. I found out today that I need glasses. Gone 30 years, didn't realize I needed glasses.
I could tell from looking at you right now stands up, kind of does like a weird, like really weird walk where he like hands on his hips and like his torso doesn't move, but his legs are like going to side as he steps forward, like hips popping from side to side. It's a weird waddly walk as he walks up to you. Hobgoblin
Okay.
leans down a little bit at you. I could tell by the look under your eyes. You squint a little bit, you're getting bags there. It's not a bad thing. It's just people don't know until they know.
Find a certain
Artemis
group
is
of
just
friends, and they realize things about you that you don't even know.
Not my place to know.
So-
My place is to know your eyes. Your eyes have developed in a way that requires assistance.
Yeah, it runs in the family, unfortunately.
Well, then why didn't you get them sooner? That's not my business, not my business. Come, sit down. In this chair, right here. Sit.
She'll kind of look at Artemis with the look of what the fuck is going on before sitting down.
He walks over, takes off his glasses, picks up another set of glasses, puts them on, flips a few things, looks at you, flips a few more things. Nope. Takes them off, puts on another set of glasses, flips a few more things, looks at you, flips a few more things. I think I might have it. Hold on. Kind of step
Artemis
forward.
is just kind of standing.
You've never seen anyone do it like
the
this.
view of the door.
Yeah. You've never seen a doctor do
I
this, by
haven't
the
seen
way.
anyone.
This is
She's
like,
fascinated.
yes.
And she's also trying to keep Elizabeth from bolting.
Smart. And he does the thing like, fall out of my finger.
She does, still looking very confused.
Yep, you gonna need it that thick, this thin, nope, that thick, this thin. Yes. He takes a step back, walks over, and he like lifts up a couple pairs of glass, just like looks through them, sets them down. Nope. Little bit more. Do you like colors?
I wear black.
That's a bad color. Different color, please. Or just clear.
Clear
Clear's
or
fine.
purple? Clear or
Purple.
purple?
That's a good color. Moves around. He picks up a pair of purple glass. Starts fiddling, putting them together, and gets a pair of glasses made. He gently like pops them into place. Looks through them, offers them to you, and they're like a translucent purple. It's not gonna fully change the way you're seeing the world, but it's like a slight purple tint, just a slight,
Okay.
just enough that it's like, okay, that's interesting.
Elizabeth will take them, look at them, kind of look up at the hobgoblin with like that forced smile, like this is totally normal, and slide them on.
They fit perfectly. He did not measure your head.
No, he did not. He didn't touch me.
He looks very proud of himself.
Her eyes, magnified by the glasses, are even bigger when she turns to look at him. How did you...
The glasses are to help me figure things out without touching people. I find that people don't like me touching them, and I don't like touching them. So it's a mutually beneficial thing. Nobody touches anyone. I just make the glasses, I hand them to you, I ask you for 20 gold, and we're good.
These are only 20 gold?
I mean, do you want them? I can make them more expensive. I can put them in
No.
like stained glass windows.
Actually, I do have a request because
Eh?
I have a
He gets
feeling
in
my
fights a lot.
I do get in fights a lot. Would you possibly be able
there
to
any-
make like a backup pair?
Huh? Yeah. 1 second. Turns around. This one's clear. It's not the purple ones. It makes them.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets like a little like a tiny chest from the look of it with soft padding. Puts it in there.
I get an eyeglass
It's
case.
an eyeglass case. Yeah. It's a tiny
So-
chest.
So 40.
40 gold. Yes. Just put it on the table.
She'll stand up and put the money on the table. I take it that she is seeing clearer than she ever has before.
You really are. And as you sit on the table, you hear him click, 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 click. 40 gold. He doesn't touch the gold. He flips with the glasses before he nods and goes, "Yes, good. I appreciate you being honest with your business.
I know better than to swindle businessmen.
You're a wise patron, then. I'd be happy to deal with you again. You are very well behaved, unlike some of the children who insist that they wish to touch everything. Tell the children to keep their hands in their pants and away from me."
Phrasing,
What?
sir.
Their
Hands
pockets are
their
in the pants. Yes?
You could have said pockets. Saying
I
in
didn't
the
think
pants.
of the... Look, I am dealing with glasses. I'm not dealing with clothing. I forgot the word pockets for like 30 seconds.
It put you in a very interesting light.
I am very sorry. I don't know what kind of lighting you're looking through. Hold on. Click, 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 click. Not these glasses. Sets it down, picks up another pair. Click, 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 click. What light are you looking through? Sets it down, picks up another pair. Click, 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 click.
It's a turn of phrase.
You meant turn of
It's a
phrase.
turn of phrase.
I have messed up. I have made an error in wording. This is very much on my nose.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, sir. It's fine.
He like,
It's fine.
There's like a table nearby, and he just like pulls himself onto it and just lays on it. Just
Sir.
Artemis is just gonna kind of pat the table lightly.
Artie. I broke him.
Yeah.
I broke him.
Elizabeth, calm down. She's gonna pat the table lightly. Thank you so much for your assistance in making my friend her glasses. We may be back in the future because I also wear them. But
I would
your
happily,
brother, I believe, referred us to you.
cousin.
But I very much appreciate.
I don't have a brother.
Cousin. Yes.
A cousin.
I have sisters, but not brothers. I might have a brother, but they haven't decided yet.
Okay. Your cousin referred you to us. It was, and we are very happy for it. So thank you for this.
Thank you. And while leaving, Elizabeth, since being a glasses wearer, is doing that thing when you get a new pair of glasses where everything makes you feel like you're taller. So her walking is a little funny until she gets used to it as she's walking out the door.
Artemis is gonna pretend like she doesn't notice that.
The moment that
As
they're
a courtesy.
outside, her demeanor goes back to the way she's been and just kind of looks at Adi, going, "How do I look? I want honest. Don't be nice."
You look like you can see.
There's a lot more around than I thought there was.
Don't you like being fully aware?
I mean, probably, but at the same time, I didn't know. I needed them. I think my parents did, but you know.
I think you'll realize people prefer it when the people that they're taking care of are more unaware than they seem.
I mean, I wasn't lying when I was in them. My dad wears glasses, so I probably should have been checked. But I worked on a farm.
Probably should have been checked for quite a few things.
What's that supposed to
everyone
mean?
should be checked. Elizabeth, have you looked at yourself recently?
Yeah. When we arrived at the tavern, what are you talking about?
Artemis is just kind of gonna flick where she knows the locket is.
The moment that it's pointed at, Elizabeth's hand goes underneath the scarf and holds onto it. So, what about it?
You're acting like an addict.
I'm fine. I don't know what it does. I don't want others to know it's there. It's fine.
Sure. She's gonna keep walking.
What makes you think I'm an addict? I gave the locket to you willingly this morning.
Yes, but you're incredibly, incredibly protective of something so dangerous. And you insist on wearing it.
Look, I know how important this was in my hometown. And having it around my neck makes it more obvious if somebody tries to take it, okay?
You are made of pockets. You could put it anywhere. And yet you are wearing it around your neck. Something so powerful that in a place so vulnerable. You made a choice to wear it. And you don't like it when I point it out. You don't like it when other people hold it. Now, I'm not going to talk to you about this again.
I gave it to you willingly. What makes you think I didn't like
And
you
you
holding
were
it?
on the edge of your... And then you were on the edge of your seat the entire time I was holding it. You hated that someone else was touching it. Now, I won't shame you for having an addiction. You should acknowledge it for what it is.
I don't know what it is. Okay? I don't know what it is. You obviously don't know what it is. I haven't heard back from Godai.
And she pulled out the pearl.
It's like,
She pulls out the pearl. That's why I bought this.
I was waiting for Godai. He was supposed to get back to me.
Well, then feel free to call him again. But I'm able to do something that will help with it. She pulls out the pearl and just kind of rolls it between her fingers. I can figure out what it is.
Let's
and then shoves it back into her pocket.
Let's get back to, unless there's something else you'd like to do, let's get out of public. I'm realizing we was talking a little loud.
Don't worry, we weren't talking specifics. And she walks a little brisker, but still with her head held high.
Elizabeth pulls her hood up over her head as she walks. All the while, her hand is still underneath the scarf holding onto the locket. The DM went,
Yeah. Big thunk. Big thunk energy.
Big think time.
Yep.
What's the think?
You
Stuff.
finish what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you arrive back at the tavern. You have a little bit of time before the others arrive to clean up their armor and to make sure their sword is in functioning order. There are still chips for you, and when you get back, the chips, when you try and sit at a different table, the chips are brought over and set in front of the both of you. They have been reheated, even.
They will not escape chips.
Elizabeth's head goes in her hands, kind of going, what part of I ain't hungry do people not get?
I'll eat them. I don't care if you eat them this time.
She'll push the plate.
And I also have an iced coffee.
They nod, they'll get you that as well.
I'll just have a water.
Yeah. They nod, and they get you that as well. You do note, as they're moving around, that in the back, in a almost like a side room, like a little pantry area, there is another one of those people who is slowly moving their hands over the white brazier.
Mm-hmm.
Likely how they're cooling off your drink.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Yep.
So you want to see if you know what it is? I'll happily hand it to you.
We can do this when we get back up into my room. We're far too close to the border for me to do anything right now, Elizabeth.
Okay. I mean it though.
You start shoving food in your mouth.
I meant it though. I'm. And there'll be like a moment where she's like trying to prove that she's not having an issue with the locket, and she moves to like undo it from her neck, and like takes it off but still holding it in her hand, going, "See, not wearing it anymore," and like goes to put it in her
pocket.
pouch. Mm-hmm. She goes to put it in her pouch, but her hand doesn't go into the pouch.
Suddenly, Aurelius is behind you, eating a bowl of chips. Just standing there, looking at you.
Without saying anything, Elizabeth puts the locket back around her neck and turns to look at Aurelius with her new purple lensed glasses. Go ahead, say it. I know you wanna.
Aurelius is like genuinely thinking right now. How did they get the purple?
He asked if there was any color I liked. I said black. He said I needed a better color.
Black isn't a color.
She'll just gesture to her clothes and kind of going, news to me.
Well, I mean, you want to look like a shade.
It's looking like a shadow, not a shade.
I rest to get shove the rest of her food in her mouth and just look around. I'm going to stand outside for just a minute, okay? Just a second.
Do what you need to do.
No, she just wants fresh air for a minute because she realized she got a little angry. She just nods to Aurelius and just like kind of knocks on his on the half plating on his shoulder.
Yeah, Elizabeth looks upset about the conversation herself as she turns back and to the table and starts drinking her water.
You alright?
Had something brought to my attention I didn't know I did. And I'm kind of coming to terms with it.
First
So
step is acknowledgement.
I didn't
Whatever
know
it is.
You know about the locket around my neck, right?
Do I know about the locket?
I mean, you've seen it.
I think he was at the table when we were discussing it.
Yeah.
Before.
Sorry, this is my brain trying to remember. I don't want to break canon.
No worries, but yeah. But yeah, you were at the table when she first got it open.
Aurelius nods.
Do you find it weird that I wear it?
I don't think about it, to be honest. I don't... How do I best explain? I'm not one to judge what a person does out of comfort. I sleep in armor.
She'll like
wearing
a little closer to Aurelius. You can keep talking, but she's gonna kind of start leaning just a little bit closer to Aurelius.
You wearing a locket around your neck. If that is a comfort, then it's a comfort.
I'm realizing you don't know what's inside, do you?
Not really.
Oh, hi, Serenity.
Hello.
And she'll look up with wide eyes behind her new glasses, going, "So, what do you think? I actually got color."
You look cute.
I feel like I'm suddenly a foot taller. This is really weird.
It's going to take a few moments, I'm sure. But
I have no idea
that is what
you're
adjusting
talking
to being able to see, I'm assuming, feels like.
I want to ask you the same question I asked Aurelius. Do you find it weird that I wear the locket?
I feel like you are very attached to it. And that can be slightly concerning, considering.
I don't want to take it off.
Do you feel it necessary to take it off, or is this if someone takes it from me, I will rip them from limb to limb?
Little column A, little column B.
But I feel like the column B is just your personality in general, is it not?
I mean, you're not wrong on that part.
Depends on the time of day. And what she's had.
You were gonna say something though, Serenity.
Where exactly did you get this locket again?
Let's call it, I kept the souvenir from my last major fight.
Do you know what's in it? Exactly.
Huh?
Do you know exactly what's in it? Or
No, Adi said she'll help me with that. And I need to call goodbye because he made it. But then again, he didn't realize what it was being used for.
if it is
So I
not,
don't think he'd be
if
much
it
help.
is not harmful, I think you're a bit fanatical with it, but I don't think that it's something bad.
According to
of-
Adi, it's bad and I'm acting like an addict.
Can you humor me for a second? Just
Okay? What do you want me to do?
just show it to me.
She'll move her scarf out of the way to show the locket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna take it from her,
Mm-hmm.
but I am going to basically like gently hold it and divine sense.
Okay. Nothing pinks.
Arcana check.
Religion check.
Religion check.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, could I make one, or is this just because of divine sense?
No, this isn't because of divine sense. You can make one.
It's a
I'm proficient is why I
Really?
asked. I'm like, what?
These are some really mediocre rolls.
I mean, you're getting them done early, so when
You're getting them
eventually
before
you
we
have
get into a fight.
or when other things might happen.
Can't be as bad as like 2 sessions ago when I got advantage and rolled 2 natural ones.
I've been there, man. I've been there.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, but yeah.
Aurelius, there's bits of symbolism that are on it that are interesting. You do recognize some of them as being very small bits, but like bits that are slightly like at the very least whoever drew this either had seen or modeled their artwork accidentally after some demon iconography. Small details, very small, but with you holding it and able to look at it a little better, you do note it. Serenity peeking over his shoulder, looking at it as well. You also see iconography. Devilish iconography.
Oh, her eyes are wide.
Is there any abyssal on it?
No writing, no words. But it's like a ring with something at the center, almost like a valley between them.
Does it remind me of anything during my time?
Nothing specifically. The iconography is like imagery of like carved not lords, but more of the generic minions that you might run into, the ones that you're going to see if you go into the abyss effectively.
Aurelius, like as he notices this, he lets go of it immediately, and his demeanor shifts from one of a warm older brother to a traumatized soldier.
She immediately takes the locket from him.
Well, it's still around my neck.
She looks like she's not realizing it because she yanked you forward by it.
Serenity! Serenity!
Sorry. She lets go. Now boss is actually dying.
No, that's completely acting.
Okay, thank God.
If you wanted to have me take it off, you just ask. Ow.
There's devil on it.
Do you want to hold it?
Yes.
Elizabeth will go to take the locket off and hold it out to Serenity,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll see that her knuckles are turning white, not wanting to let it go.
She will. I'm so sorry. She will snatch it from her Evictus.
Yeah.
I mean, if she's gonna pull it, she's not gonna put up a fight. But she looks sick.
Can I open the locket, or is it like?
It's open. It's been unlocked. So.
Okay. Evictus, what is this?
You open it, right?
Yes.
There's an eye in there.
Oh,
Her eyes are wide as fuck. Before she like slams that shit shut.
Aurelius kind of looks over and narrows his eyes.
Okay, you guys have seen it, and she's like holding out her hand for the locket. You guys have seen it.
She will hold up a finger like, hang on.
Why the fuck you hold on to it? Give it back to her.
What is it?
Yeah, I'd give it back to her is what it is at the moment.
What is it?
You were the sort of lady that I trust with secrets about as much as I trust that you not to eat a snack if you see it on the windowsill after you've gone on a long jog. Give it the fuck back to her.
I would not steal food.
You have stealed food. You just didn't call it stealing.
I have never stolen food.
Yeah, right.
Do you give the locket back?
She looks like she's arguing in her head.
So as they're arguing, Aurelius holds it. Like, it just kind of takes it from her hand while she's stuck in argument state.
Come on, you guys.
Hey, suggestion. Divine sense after you open it again.
What do you think I was gonna do?
Excellent.
So you open it again and Divine Sense?
Mm-hmm.
Fiend flares up from the locket.
No wonder you... like, the look on Aurelius's face...
Are you still holding it?
Yeah. Like, you kind of see from underneath his hood for a moment a flicker as he like underneath the corroded part of his skin, and he just glares. This is one of the most serious looks you've seen on Aurelius's face.
Aurelius, please roll me a con save.
Nice. 19.
Okay. As you're holding it, like as you know they're looking at your face, you feel a very pointed twinge across your left side. And you kind of flex and try and push against whatever's pulling. For the two of you looking at him, you see for a moment the corroded part of him kind of almost stretch and seem to almost flatten, almost pulling and showing you what Aurelius would look like without the corrosion. And then it kind of snaps back into place.
Though Elizabeth is paying attention to what's going on and the change to Aurelius, because he had a moment pause, she reaches out and grabs it out of his hand.
Aurelius is trying to crush that thing.
Give it back, Aurelius.
It needs to be destroyed.
Wait, okay, hang
Give
on.
it back.
Tell your boy to give it to her. Tell your boy to give it to her.
Please, Aurelius. And it's not... a normal kind of desperation, she's looking mad.
Everyone, stop!
Give me back the locket, Aurelius.
She pries open Aurelius's locket. Hand! You take that for the moment. That needs to go.
Elizabeth takes it back and instantly puts it back around her neck. You don't destroy things that ain't yours.
I destroy things with fiends in them.
Everything all right?
Serenity's keeping her hand to Aurelius's chest so he doesn't just lunge.
The halfling behind the bars just shout, "Is everything all right?"
Everything's alright, just a bit of a disagreement. Don't worry, I've got it.
Please don't bring it to blows. I don't have the guard coming in here.
Elizabeth puts the scarf over it. What you do is you ask permission before you destroy somebody's shit, Aurelius.
Like you've ever fucking asked for permission for anything in your fucking life.
Aurelius!
Fuck you, and Elizabeth just gets up and leaves.
Elizabeth!
You hear her door upstairs slam.
God damn it! Aurelius, I understand. Believe
We
me,
are
I
in
understand.
we are all in danger.
I know. But we can't exactly break that thing on our own to begin with. It's got some kind of hold on her. If you deal with a curse bearer, you don't just snatch the object and break it. We don't know how that would work. We don't know what that would do to her. So for the moment, she keeps it until we find a way to remove the curse. We don't just try and fucking force her to do something and then insult her! And she starts heading up the stairs towards where Elizabeth's room is.
Mm-hmm.
She'll knock on the door. Elizabeth, it's me. Knock, knock, knock.
I think I know what Elizabeth said, but Elizabeth, are you responsive or?
Nice!
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Talking this entire time.
You're fine.
Rip! So fucking rip!
She when Serenity says it's her, she'll just kind of mutter that it's unlocked as she's pacing her room back and forth, her fist clenched so tightly that if you looked at her hands, there might be small bits of blood from where her nails are digging in.
Elizabeth. She'll come in and, like, close the door.
If you're here to stand up for him, you can go fuck a cactus.
Well, first and foremost, I've attempted that before. It's not fun. Second of all...
You broke Zark.
Right, he's fucking dying in the background. I'm 16 and stupid. That's all she gives is like a response.
You don't even notice a change in Elizabeth's demeanor. She hasn't stopped pacing. She hasn't even looked up at you.
She'll move in front of her. Let me see your hands, please.
She'll hold them out, but they're still in fists.
Unclench your hands, please.
It takes her a moment, but she does.
I'll heal the wounds to her hands.
Easy enough.
What do you want, Serenity?
I want to know where you got that locket from.
In Corvin.
Who and where in Corvin? I want the truth.
The D'Artes family.
You have no idea who
Does
that
that ring
name
any-
is, Darius. No, I knew what you were going to ask. Nah. Not a goddamn clue. You're hearing that like, the who?
I'm going to need you to tell me who that family is.
Rival family of my family and the people I worked for.
Elizabeth.
Yes. You're gonna have to ask specific questions, Serenity,
No. Just let me... I'm trying to figure out how to say this. There's obviously something wrong with that locket. And you don't want to break it because it's not yours to break. And I'm assuming this is due to some loyalty to that family, considering you work for them.
I didn't work for the Dantes family.
Didn't you just say that you work for the... Wait a minute.
No, D'Artes family
Oh!
is a rival to my family and the family I worked for.
Okay, I get it. Okay, I'm sitting here like, oh.
No, I didn't work
Right.
for the Dantes family.
So then I understand your hang up on breaking it if they were rivals of both your employers and your own family.
It's a long story.
Indulge me. You have a fiend around your neck, Elizabeth. I think that secrets at this point are more deadly than useful.
I will tell you one thing to tell you how important this locket is. How about that? The person that I took this off of was murdered and gutted because he lost it.
Are you afraid to lose it?
No, not in that way.
Were you attached to that person?
She'll point to the shoulder that you've seen unbandaged. He's the fucker who did this.
Looking at it, by the way, you've seen this before. It's remarkably better.
So then why keep it if you have such hatred for the person who had it?
I told you, it's a trophy from kicking his ass.
It's a trophy with something in it that has potentially cursed you, however.
I don't have much from home, Serenity. This is all I got.
You have memories.
They ain't good memories, Serenity.
So a locket, something that could potentially be hurting you and those you care about, is worth keeping just for a memory like that.
Have you not realized, Serenity, that since I put this locket on, I haven't been in pain? Do you know how long I have not been in pain? Or I've been in pain for so long.
She'll pull her into a hug. I can hear the tears. Shh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not judging you. I understand being hurt. I understand how amazing it feels for that hurt to end. But what I need you to also consider is, what might it cost you in the long run?
Depends on how long you're talking.
It depends on how long this thing is willing to wait.
Well, see, here's the thing. That meeting that I told you guys about that I got to do over in Wave Break, that might be my time frame.
Why do you say that?
The people I used to work for, they ain't good people. And you don't run from those people. And I've been on the run for 2 years. I've been found. I know a lot of stuff I shouldn't know and tell others. And I have.
So you're thinking you might die at this meeting?
I'm 99% sure I'm gonna die.
Well, then good. That means that I have to come with you so I can drag you from that.
Nope, you're not. I'm not allowed to take anybody but myself. They won't let you in.
You hold up, Bean. What if you had a familiar?
They'd know.
Mother hen.
Mother hen!
Evictus is saying that.
Wait!
That was Evictus calling you a
Yes,
mother hen.
mother hen.
You hear with no hesitation, out loud, as she looks up, which she usually does when she's talking to Evictus. Go to hell.
Is that in here? Because apparently, I'm here. I'm in hell. Check, please.
What?
Serenity. The people I worked for, they're gonna know. I I am not the magic type, and I would not want to have pets. I have a
So I'm-
reputation.
So what I'm supposed to do, what you're telling me, straight to my face is, I'm supposed to be okay with one, you having a locket that has a fiend in it that has most likely cursed you to be attached to it, or you just stuck to it to begin with because it is alleviating you of pain in your wound,
You're making a lot of
and
assumptions.
two, that I'm supposed to just let the friend that I have sworn to protect go into a meeting with a family that will potentially just grab her, snap her neck, put her body in a ditch, and I will be no longer alerted to her demise.
Wow, say like they don't have any class, why don't you?
Yeah, they ain't gonna do it that way. And there's still the 1% chance I'll be coming back to the tavern afterwards.
You mean like the 1% chance that this thing doesn't take me over completely? She looks at her. She like points to her forehead.
Hey, I'm behaving. I'm
Also,
not
I
saying
would
I'm
like
behaving nicely, I'm behaving.
I would also like to point out that that thing in my head is also terrified of that locket.
Oh, I'm aware enough to go, I don't want to deal with that. That's not for me. You
Hey,
can
Have
deal
to-
with it.
Hey, maybe it's enough to get him to not like me no more.
Ah, you're funny. Once he likes you, it's over. That's why he's stuck in me. He killed 3 people before me.
You were prettier.
Priorities.
Really?
Serenity, if I told you how bad it is, would you understand why I don't want you to go? If I actually explain it in a term that you might understand.
I can't promise yes, but that is simply because I'm used to throwing myself onto the pie for friends. But go on.
I know before I told you I worked for a group called the Blackouts.
Yes.
That's a truth and a lie.
I expected.
Gotta ask certain things to get certain answers from me.
Or you could just give me the answers without playing hopscotch, tic-tac-toe, and poker all at once, but hey.
Hey, Macarena.
I'm gonna say 2 words, and I think you'll understand. The collective.
Dawn,
Roll a history check?
why was that said like a question?
I was making sure if there was nothing else that would make more sense.
Okay. Serenity, what the fuck is with your consistency?
You've heard some people say that generically, but it doesn't mean much to you as it is. So you've heard
love that
of
you-
it, but it's like someone's mentioned, you're like, what? Don't worry about it.
Elizabeth, I was raised on a farm for 18 years in the middle of nowhere, and then taken into a coven for the next 10 years. Oh wait, hang on, how long has it been? She's like counting on her hand. I'm 27.
Okay,
Numbers are hard.
so I should have taken into account you ain't been around this kind of thing. You know how I acted when we were in the first town we were in to the boss there, and how I was very specific on calling him the boss. You don't question the boss. There was an organization of people there.
Oh yes, the dodgy thief accountant. Yes, I remember.
That's a front. We call them. We say we work for Thieves Guild. We ain't work for Thieves Guild.
Noted.
Each
Assassinations.
Hmm?
Assassinations.
Depends on which branch you're talking about.
Fair enough.
There's about 7 branches.
And which part of it were you?
We were called the Blackout.
And the blackout did.
We made you forget. You followed what we needed you to follow, and if your information or certain things got into the wrong hands, we were brought in to make sure it was forgotten. We'd make you black out.
So, forgive me, I'm sorry. I'm so bad at following these things, but from what I'm understanding, you're saying they might end up making you forget everything if you
No, there's a term for it we use. And I shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm already probably dead for telling Maxim this shit. So, what are you gonna do? Um, there's a term they use of an exodus. That's when you run or you tell somebody like Maxim this information. They get rid of the problem and they make it so nobody even remembers your name.
And you're willingly going to this meeting, why?
If I don't go willingly, they will take me forcefully.
And what makes you think they're going to come after you violently? Please use the phrasing.
You want to know what kind of phrasing do you want? Do you want the common terminology or the collective terminology?
No, I mean the person who told you you needed to meet with them. What phrasing did they use?
Oh, the way it was put, so kindly put, was that the person wants to quote unquote help me. Because some people that I used to work for have been going around Cormundum, not following protocol, asking questions about me, and that's making the collective look bad.
If I might ask a question,
Sure.
is it potential that they might be trying to offer you a job to get rid of people you know?
Oh, I wouldn't last against the people who've been asking about me. I was lower rung in that group.
It looks like she's trying to think, like, something over. It looks like she's planning. Almost.
See, you've probably noticed the way I fight, right?
Very much so, yes.
That I try to be scary. I try to make it so people don't want to be around me.
It doesn't work well, but go on.
Well, I don't do it to you guys, though Aurelius deserves it after what the fuck he said.
What he said was conditioning, so it makes sense, especially considering that while in less subtler tones, I was told by the voice in my head, get rid of it now, you fucking idiot.
No, I said give it back. There's a difference in verbology.
And you can verbalize your way into silence.
Nah, don't feel like it.
Was this out loud or in your head?
Out loud!
Okay. Making sure if Elizabeth should respond. But Elizabeth just kind of shakes her head, going, the people that I worked for, or worked with, there was the one who was in charge, the two people that worked, like, second in command, and there was me and my buddy Tank. We were the hired muscle. We were the intimidation. We didn't do much else. The others were very scary and very dangerous.
What if you have people who offered assistance getting rid with people who are talking?
I'm not. You're not gonna know who they is because I only gonna give you nicknames.
No, I mean, what if you presented that to the people that you are going to meet with?
Presented it how exactly?
Well, the people who are talking are making a bad name. They're part of your group. You would know their habits best. And you have another team with you. What if you just get rid of the problem of talking? That way they don't have to use resources on you.
She is starting to laugh, but it's more like a manic laugh going, all of us combined ain't even gonna make a dent in midnight.
I never said we do it now. But the promise may keep you alive for longer.
I ain't making you guys work for the collective, and that would put you guys in contract with the collective. And I ain't going back to working for them.
I was supposed to just let you die?
I left for a reason, Serenity. I ain't going back.
So I'm supposed to just let you die?
I might live.
1%, Elizabeth.
Those are betting odds.
Betting odds for a demon, perhaps?
I'm guessing that's still out loud.
That is still out loud!
I am not letting you guys go. Okay, Serenity, you ain't going. I care too much about you guys. Even Aurelius and his dumbass. I care too much.
Oh, you're sweet. Literally my whole job is to get rid of people like this. As well as considering...
If I come back, we can get rid of them.
She flips open the fucking locket, especially considering...
It's under her scarf.
She will reach under!
Elizabeth's gonna try to move away. She's not gonna let you touch it.
I'm not gonna take it.
She's still not gonna let you touch it. She will literally, the moment she sees you, she will smack your hand away.
Elizabeth, I'm not going to try and snatch it from you.
She just had a violation of trust. You might want to give her some space.
Can you stay quiet for 2 seconds, Evictus?
I have stayed quiet for 2 seconds, and then I have something to say.
You ain't touching it, Serenity. You touched it enough.
There's an eye in there that looked back at me, and a fiend in it.
Hey, it looked back at me too. You know. You ain't the only one that's seen the eye.
I'm saying, potentially, that could also be used as collateral.
I don't know if the collective knows about the locket.
Didn't you just say they know pretty much everything?
They didn't like the Dates family where I came from. The Dates family kept trying to overtake the collective. So.
Perhaps they could use it as a collateral for their rivals.
Well, they yeah, you're putting in a lot of odds that would make it sound like I'm gonna be able to do much talking.
On the off chance you are, I'm giving options, because you yourself just said it was a 1%. So any percentage increase is better.
Okay, so we're what, 2.5%?
2.5% still better than 1. Especially, again, considering how big of blackmail that is. There is a fiend in this locket. A fiend that has already latched onto you, which is a problem. But a fiend nonetheless.
Making assumptions.
Something is in that. She, actively closes her eyes and looks like she is 2 seconds from putting a hole in the wall.
Evictus got a lot to say, don't he?
A lot.
Would you prefer I stay silent and not give you information and details and things?
Give me information anyway!
I'm giving you information!
Then give it to me when I ask for it!
Sometimes it's not the time because you tend to flap your gums.
What? Wait.
You tend to flap your gums sometimes. You are literally flapping your gums wildly right now.
You know what? Here. I'll sit silent. Tell me what's in the locket!
No.
That's my point.
You've been rude to me.
You've been rude to me.
I've been honest with you. I've been telling you everything that's necessary for you to consider.
Ugh. She looks like she has a vein popping up on her side of her fucking forehead.
Would it help if I asked Evictus anything?
Maybe he wants to fuck you. Maybe that'll help.
I don't know how to use that to my advantage.
So you
Serenity.
tits.
She'll like pull her scarf lower.
No!
going- Evictus.
You know what? Actually, I have a perfect idea.
Hmm.
I'm gonna rage.
You're letting Evictus take over?
Yep! You have a minute. Talk quick. And then I'm gonna rage.
All right.
Evictus.
So
I-
you know the people talking but also punching themselves in the face.
Uh-huh.
That's what you're going to be getting.
Understandable.
Whoop! Ah, yes, I'm here now. Whack! What's the question?
Can't you tell me what's going on at least?
Ah, that's bad news. Whack! What else?
She's gonna purposely put on the very dangerous grin while looking at him. Please, Evictus, for me.
Oh, so I've been inside of a body for a little bit. So hold on. Whack!
Nah.
I have been in. Only know so much I know. I have heard rumors, but whack! I've been trying to suss that all out.
Just bite my lip, you idiot!
You deserve this.
Come, give me a theory. How about that?
No, I don't need you worrying over things that are. Hold on. Whack! Not true.
Her grin just gets
Deeper.
wider.
Yeah.
Just kind of, and the Kubrick grin almost.
Yeah.
Please, Evictus, for me.
I'll say this much. If it wanted to fuck with you, you'd be fucked with. It's doing something else, and that's why I'm not saying anything, because I don't want to verbalize things and make it act faster than it's whack doing. I've got like 20 more seconds. Look, just if it talks to you, talk back. Don't let it bind to you. Hold on. Whack.
It's already talked to me.
All right, cool. Did it ask you to do anything?
I didn't understand the language.
Well, shit. Whack. Give it some time. I'm sure it'll figure out how to speak fucking common. Dumbass bitch. Whack. And then you'll be all set to know what the fuck it wants. Once you know what it wants, you can figure out what to...
He's rubbing the side of her face, because I imagine he hit the exact same spot.
No, he hit either side of your jaw. Alternating.
Fucking bastard. Oh. Alright, what did he say exactly? I was too busy and...
Basically, he probably confirmed your son Aurelius's fears.
That is a fiend who's cursed you?
That if he wanted to actually fuck with me, he already would have. So there's a reason he hasn't yet. And then I told him that it has talked to me once, but I didn't understand the language. So he said to give it a little bit more time and he'll learn common.
Oh. Perhaps we can put it off. Your walk into hell a little bit more. Either way, we can't do much with it until... she just gestures outside. We need to find an alternative.
I ain't talking to him.
No, but that wasn't who I was suggesting. We do have someone who's very smart in magic in our group.
She did say she got something to make it so that she could figure out a bit more what's going on. But she and I had an argument, and that's why she's outside.
You just argue with everyone about this life.
She's the one that called my attention to acting like, as she put it, an addict.
I don't think she was exactly wrong, considering.
She didn't have to get angry about it. She got angry about it.
She got angry because, quite frankly, as far as she knows, this is putting herself, Aurelius, and me in danger by you refusing to get rid of it. She got angry because she wants to protect all of us. Now, I don't agree with the way they went about it, but I am also a very calm person. I don't like getting angry. I've been trained to control that anger to a very fine point. But I can understand where both of them are coming from.
One of these days you gotta show me how to calm the anger, because I was so close to punching Aurelius.
I could teach you at least one lesson very quickly right now, if you would like.
Sure.
Sit down.
She'll sit down.
She'll sit down beside her. I want you to take in a deep breath. Let it out slowly.
She does.
Clear your mind of everything.
Okay.
I want to visualize that one person you hate more than anyone in this entire world. If it was a decision between going to the hells and not hurting them, you would go straight to the hells.
Okay.
Imagine them in a chair.
Mm-hmm.
Restrained. And then I want you to do the worst thing to them that you can think of.
Okay.
Keep that in your visual. Hold it for 10 seconds. Enjoy it, but don't get too lost into the vision. Open your eyes. Take in reality. And just let out the breath.
Okay. Well, that helped me, but I still ain't talking to him.
No, but I am saying... Sorry, something's confusing me. I am saying that this might help you a bit with the anger issues. I can't tell it to Artemis because Artemis is... What's the word? She is special.
We're all different, Serenity, I get it.
We are all different, and that's what makes us work together well. When we can work together. As much as I want us to be, we're not yet a team. There are too many secrets, too many variables.
If I'm being honest, Serenity, since you like me being honest and not holding secrets, what happened with Adi and with Aurelius just makes me going to the meeting that much easier.
They are wanting to keep everyone safe.
Well, they pushing me away.
I just bought you glasses!
No, I paid for them! I paid for them!
I told you you needed them, and I brought you to the glasses place, and I was right there beside you the whole time!
As a player, Moss knows
I'm sorry
this.
for interrupting, but how dare you?
How dare!
I knew I'd get a reaction.
The rage.
I'm just sitting here eating my cookies. This is great.
But yeah, they're making it very easy for me to pull away.
Well, you know, it makes it feel more like family.
I ain't
They're
got
annoying.
good relationships with my family, so I wouldn't know what an actual family is.
If you stay, I would be able to show you. Because, unlike... She looks out the door. I think the rest of you. I have a decent relationship with my actual blood relatives. Not Serenity being like, am I like the only person who does not have family trauma?
If you only knew.
I'll just quickly say this. Aurelius simply doesn't know who his true parents are. He was he had a good childhood.
That's why she specifically said blood relatives, because she's like, his
Okay.
adopted mom was good.
Listen.
But he still got family trauma because he watched her die.
Listen, Serenity, I know you got other things to do than stand here and give me a therapy session.
Oh, such as what? Please do enlighten me on what other things I need to do. Because I'm
What?
pretty sure that Aurelius has already left, and he's going to be wandering for a bit. So unless you say that my next job is to find the angry paladin, I really don't.
You mean the paladin you got a crush on? Yeah, actually.
Okay, look here, I'm trying to help you.
There's nothing else that can be done right now. We both said it. I ain't leaving this group right now, no matter how I feel towards anybody.
Oh, no, you're getting pretty close.
I went to my room, I didn't leave. I could have very easily just walked out.
He's smiling as she fucking said that shit.
I know. But yeah, I didn't leave. I could have easily paid for my room and left.
Just at least keep in mind that the two lack of limitation in communication people would even get out of affection. I will try and go find them and see, quite frankly, what damage control I can do. Gods help me. You sit back and relax and just think about everything that has been said.
Trust me, I don't think I'm gonna be able to forget today.
And if it becomes too much, remember the exercise. It'll at least help you. I am going to go downstairs. She'll like pat Elizabeth's shoulder and before she leaves.
You'll see that Elizabeth's eyes have gone over to look at the window.
Not
Go.
out the window.
Go do what you need to do, Serenity.
Do you promise to be here when I come back?
50-50.
Those are betting odds. And she will leave the room. First things first. I assume I have noticed that Aurelius is gone!
He's gone.
Alright, fucking heading outside.
Before you do that, you go down, you look around for Aurelius, you see Artemis's stuff on the table. No Aurelius. He probably left like right after all that happened.
Trying not to panic, because now she's wondering if Artemis has left. Having faith that Artemis would not just fucking leave her. She's going to head outside.
You head outside. You look around. Nowhere to be seen.
I thought Kendall said Artemis was just outside the inn, but I don't know.
She did.
Oh!
Did.
You look around. Artemis is nowhere to be seen.
Where the fuck did you go?
Go, Artemis!
She just sighs. The panic's getting worse. The worst part is like, it's like the one friend that's like has a group filled with volatile people that's trying to keep some shit together. Evictus can feel her panicking. And she's starting to glow. So, this is not going to end well.
Stop glowing. You're going to make people blind. Or they're going to think you're an angel. Again. Calm your tits.
Trying.
Why'd she leave her shit?
I don't know. She's starting to walk around and seeing if maybe she can ask people if, like, they've spotted her.
Roll a charisma check.
Oh, goody. Oh, damn. Oh, nice.
Whoa.
You're heartfelt, and your words spill out in just like, have you seen the, describing, the, like, have you seen my child?
My God.
But you're obviously, asking for, yep, fair enough. You're asking for Artemis. You know what? Let's make this fun. Moss,
Yes.
even or odd?
Odd.
Okay.
Why?
Did you see what I put in chat?
Yep.
Yeah. You people are driving me crazy!
Oh, it's about to get worse.
I didn't do anything.
She did nothing
Oh,
wrong. No, she did. No, she did nothing wrong.
Oh, that's scarier.
Yes, because that's what you're about to get with the 20 charisma check. Because as you're asking around, there's a kid who there's like look up at you. You're this slightly glowing lady, and when you're asking one of the women, they like tug on your shirt or your like some loose part of your dress. Like, I saw them. They were the people, and they scoop them up, and they go that way. And they point off down the road.
What people, little man?
They had a big bag, and they would give her a hug, and they put her in the bag like a game of hide and peek. But they put her in a big hug bag, and then they go wee, and they go down the road.
And they went down that road.
That way.
Were they on foot?
I lost sight of them.
She will lean down, give a quick kiss to the little man's forehead. Thank you very much, little man.
He kind of does the no affection.
Alright, I'm fucking... Oh, boy. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to get fucking... bonkers. There we go.
Yep.
Damn.
Magnificent. So you're trying to get bonkers to help you maneuver a bit. It doesn't help a great deal. It is effectively difficult urban terrain as you are trying to make your way through the city to try and find where someone might have gone. You have no idea how long ago it was. You just know scooped up and carted away.
She's panicking right now.
Artemis.
Yes.
Shortly after Aurelius left, maybe like 3 minutes after he left, you were basically slapped by burlap and felt it tighten and cinch very quickly around your waist as you were lifted up and just carried off.
Is there anything stopping me from screaming?
When you did try to, I imagine you would immediately attempt to. It is whatever the burlap is made of is thick enough that you are exceptionally muffled.
Yeah, she's struggling, but
Of course.
yeah, she's
Yep.
very much in a bag.
You are in a bag, yep, and you've been like in this bag for a couple minutes, like minimum like 10, 15 by this point. And you can hear like light sounds of conversation, stuff about like, I'm telling you, I saw it. They had something shiny in their hands when they were talking to the other broad. If you're sure about this, you're going to actually get a score this time. As apparently these people saw when you pulled out the pearl and followed you until they could scoop you up. And apparently they decided to opportunity scoop.
Just kind of wiggle her foot. Hello? Hello?
Shut up! Kind of shakes you violently.
I could You, what do you want from me? What is this?
Shut up! Shakes you again.
You realize you telling me to shut up is not going to make me shut up.
You feel something smack the back of your head.
Rude.
I was about to say, well, that was very nice.
Keep going.
I don't appreciate being kidnapped. Please tell me what you want.
Knock her the fuck out. Smacks you again. You are not knocked out. But they do smack you again.
Again, rude.
Come on, put your arm into it. Damn.
You hit like weasels. Please tell me what you want.
Bean makes a noise of anger somewhere.
If you can't shut her up, put the sack over her so she actually shuts up for us. And you feel another thing tight, like it's tied around your throat almost, and it's kind of getting a little bit dizzying after a minute. You're like, oh, this is cutting off oxygen. Oh no. You feel their pace pick up. You're still trying to talk, and you can tell that whatever they put over your head likely is sound dampening enough that they are just unable to hear you now. You're still struggling. You're still kicking and whatnot, but you're getting a bit weaker and a bit weaker. And then you feel like a full stop. And you're still trying to wiggle out. And you feel them trying to adjust you. And then all of a sudden there's like this jolt, and you drop to the ground. You can feel stuff kicking against you, feel someone pick you up, and then dropped again. And someone else picks you up and then drags you, like trying to pull you as fast as they can, and then just dropped again. And
she's not being a smartass anymore. She's trying to breathe.
yeah, no, of course. And you can hear the sounds of just like something going on in the background. Something you presume violent at this point. And then it's quiet. Silent. And you feel more than hear as you're trying to get some oxygen into your head at this point. And you feel something yank at the cord around your neck, and then it's popped. And you can get a bit more air, and you kind of just take a deep breath, and you're just hacking and coughing, just relieving some of the tension for a second. And then you feel somebody like grab your legs, and very kind of a little bit callously like manhandle you a little bit, and then seem to pause for a second, and just be like, you hear a faint
kicking. She can breathe again, and she's got more oxygen to her head, but she's not really thinking too clearly. It's just like someone is touching her, and she can't see.
Yep. Hey!
Let go of me! Let go!
Keep kicking her. I won't
I
be
will
able
set
to...
this whole place on fire.
I mean, all well and good, but I can't open the bag if you keep kicking.
I'm gonna pause. Just shoot. Oh, okay. Open, please.
There's it's very slow, very methodical, very much undoing it, and then there's a second of just, well, fuck it and fuck these people. You hear a, then it pulled, just completely open, and you hear just like, hold still, I'm just gonna pull you out, all right? Just you are effectively dragged out of the bag somewhat until you're at a point where you can kind of sit up, and they grab the front of it and pull you into an upright position. You feel a little bit of shifting and moving as the burlap is pulled off of you, and the person just kind of tosses it aside. I was going to try and keep some of that. That's not half bad burlap, but some people have no taste. Are you all right?
I'm gonna stare at him and kind of scoot back a little bit. Yeah, where am I?
An alleyway.
I know it's city, but yeah, I figured that bit.
Yeah.
I was behind a I was taking a breath behind a tavern, and then I was put into a bag.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Who is she looking at?
It is a young man, very lithe, wearing dark clothing, black suspenders, like kind of platinum blonde hair that's kind of pulled back into a ponytail, with a pair of curling white horns atop black skin, with a number of piercings and a few other little bits and baubles of a necklace, shiny things. This person looks to be a little bit mundane sparklies, but like trying to look fancy when they're probably not.
Kind of relax just a little. Kind of squint at him. Thank you.
Not a problem. I'm glad to be of assistance. You need a hand up? You look like you were, oh, well, I kind of notices your arm. Sorry, that might have been a bad pun.
She offers him her flesh hand.
Yeah. He takes it
Please.
and he pulls her up.
Artemis. I'm Artemis.
You can call me Jinx. Pleasure.
It's nice to meet you.
Very
Jinx.
clearly a tiefling, by the way. In case it wasn't obvious.
Oh yeah, figured that bit.
Mhm.
But she's tieflings make her a little more relaxed.
You all right? You pause and you finally get a bearings and you look over and you see that there's about 5 people. They're very dead.
Just gonna look down at them and just like let out a slow breath of relief. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, no worries.
Looks back up at him. Do you need help disposing?
Oh, I figured that we would just leave pointedly.
Okay, I like that idea.
Come on, this way. He motions for you to
And she
follow
pull
him.
her scarf back up.
Oh, here. Like,
And she's
helps
gonna follow.
help cover it up in a way that helps you, like, very clearly just disguise yourself properly. Like, look good. You're going to stand out with me next to you, but hey, no one's going to look at you. Come on. Offers you an arm.
Yes. Well, who wouldn't want to look at you? And she'll put her arm through it. Still a little shaken by all of this.
Yeah, just take deep breaths. Stuff like that's bullshit. It's stupid. I only saw him because I noticed a bag wiggling. Everyone else was just like, whatever. You would think a wiggling bag should be a first clear sign, especially when they then duck into an alley. Amateurs. You all right?
Amateurs.
Yeah. Look, I specialize in making sure people don't get into these kinds of situations. I'm a consultant.
I'm sorry, are you a consultant for kidnapping?
I'm a consultant to help nobility prevent themselves from being caught. I wear kind of motions to all their outfit and whatnot. I wear all of this to draw people's attention and then prove that my methods work.
I'm gonna squint at him. I'm not nobility.
No, you're not. That being said, you were kidnapped. Well, you were
Yes, I was.
adult napped, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Some people, I don't know why they call it kidnapping, but you know, whatever. Hey, this way, come on. He kind of keeps leading you out through the alleys, and it is getting to a cleaner part of the city as you're moving. Why do you think they came after you?
Following him.
He's guiding you. You got it. He has his arm in a way that he doesn't like. He's not like trapped you against his side. His arm is like loose and lets you have control over whether or not you're holding onto his arm. Very gentlemanly, and the idea that this person has been around people of an upper class kind of feels like that's correct, just from the way that he's presenting himself.
I have no idea. Just shake her head.
Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
I'm surprised you're not making me roll deception on that.
He seems to just flat out just be like, yeah, sure, whatever. He's not looking into it. He's just seeming to fill the air. Actually, make an insight check. Mm.
22.
He's setting up an atmosphere to effectively let your mind get onto a track to focus on things that are adjacent to what just happened, but enough that you'll be able to move your way off of it. He seems to be trying to guide the conversation in a way that will make you comfortable and not traumatically traumatized by what just happened. You got friends here? I imagine you would. Most people, no offense meant, don't come here by themselves.
Yes, I do. They were inside having a very, tense conversation. I got angry, I stepped outside, and then I was bagged.
Ugh. Tense conversations are the worst. They always seem to think that you need to put your input in, and you're just like, I don't want anything to do with that. I'm just here to relax, you know?
What's the name? I'm sorry, out of character. What's the name of the tavern that they were staying at again?
You were staying at the Iron Hand Resting.
I was staying at the Iron Hand Resting.
Not an inn I'm familiar with. Must be in one of the areas near to the smelters and such. Try and stay away from there. It gets too hot. You know, gets under your collar and stuff. Especially when you're wearing all black. He kind of just laughs at that. And when your skin is all black, the heat just seems to soak right in. It's terrible. It's really terrible. But, you know.
I have a friend that wears all black.
Really? It must be horrible for him.
Can't really get her into any color, but I think she has a preference for it.
No kidding. Yeah, well. Hopefully she's not, she's remembered to stay hydrated and stuff. Eating food and all that stuff. It's really bad if you don't. The heat will just suck out all the energy in you, and if you don't eat, you could possibly pass out.
Yeah, that's what I said. So, Jinx, where are you from? You have friends here too, don't you?
I've got friends here and there. Honestly, I got friends everywhere. I'm actually from a little place off the Cracked Isles. Really small little town, but it's beautiful. You should see it when the sun hits the water. Oh, gorgeous. But yeah, it wasn't my style. I needed to spread my wings and grow. Whatever they say about birds and the bees, whatever. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at shiny things.
You are quite shiny.
I'm a hoot. But yeah, you said Iron Hand. Fuck it. He kind of leads you over, and there's a guard off the side. It's like, excuse me, hi. This fine young lady is lost. Can you get her to the Iron Hand Resting, please? I will pay you if needed. The guard kind of looks at him and is just like, I'm in the middle of parole. That's fine. And he reaches into a pocket, he pulls out 20 gold. He's like, for your troubles. And the guard kind of looks at it, takes the gold, kind of jingles it. He's like, Iron Hand Resting? Yeah, of course. I just want to make sure that she's okay. She's been through a lot recently. Some people were bantering with her and following her. You know the sorts. And the guard kind of just not fully listening, just kind of like, I understand my purpose is to guard this person. You gave me an order, and I can follow that.
Artemis looks a little leery about asking a guard for help, but she'll go along with it.
Alright, so, hey. It turns to you. The guards in the city are really good. They know what they're doing. They're not gonna take you anywhere else other than there. It kind of looks at him and is like, hey, if I find out you took her somewhere else, I'm gonna smack you. Yeah, yeah. He kind of like nudges the side of his armor and kind of bumps it. And he's like, "Ow! Forgot metal. Hurts." Winks at you. It's just like, "Look, if you ever need me, I don't know where I'll be. I travel everywhere. But hey, I'm glad I was able to help you out there. You gonna be good? You gonna be okay?"
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Pulls out a lanyard with a bead on it. Offers it to you. In case you need to message me, ask me questions or such. It's a grapevine.
Oh. She kind of puts it on. Just kind of tucks it in under her scarf. Thank you. What would I ask questions about?
I don't know. How my day's doing? Make sure that if you're kidnapped again, maybe I'm in the area. You can be like, hey Jinx, it happened again. I can see if I'm around. If be the night in the shadows or blah blah. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Look, it's fine. Look,
There's some pieces clicking in her brain. Are you a monk by chance?
I've had some training. It's been a while since I've been in that area, but not official training, mind you. I was more of the scrubber, cleaning the halls and the like. Never got into actually training all that other stuff, but I help out from time to time.
Okay. Thank you, and I will contact you when I get there. She'll look over at the guard again, then back to Jinx.
He does a little, like, not a little. He does a big flourish and bow, like full at the waist, nosed almost to knees, and then back up. So it's like, adieu, madam. I think. Oh, Artemis. I'll remember that. Take care. Be safe. You take her away, boys. And the guard just like rolls their whole head and just like, this way, madam.
Thank you.
As he does a little like a little hop and skip, just into the crowd.
What is this man?
Confident.
Robin.
And
I have a
after
thought, and it's
a little bit of time, Paris, even or odd?
Oh, even.
What were you saying, Kendall?
I have a theory, but it can wait till afterwards.
Fair.
Are we seeing if I run into Paris first, or
you see
Serenity first,
Bonkers
or if I run into Aurelius first?
You see Bonkers trying to cut through the crowd.
Oh.
And a worried-looking Serenity on his back.
Artemis just breaks out into a bit of a run towards Serenity and just kind of almost yanks her off of Bonkers.
The guard double times after, and then when he sees that you're like jumping into someone's arms, like, oh. He'll wait.
Okay! She fully picks her up.
And she's just hugging onto her really tightly for a minute.
This a friend of yours, madam.
Yes, thank you. She can take me back the rest of the way. I appreciate you. Thank you.
He just kind of like, sure, whatever. No skin off my nose. Gives you a more formal, like, courtesy, just slight 45-degree angle bow. Turns and about faces, just click, 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 click. Moves his way back to his guard post.
She is holding on to Artemis's cheeks. What happened? You're taken. What do I mean? What happened?
You won't
Are you okay?
like it.
No,
I'm
I don't.
fine. You won't like it, but I would like to get back to the tavern if you don't mind.
Yes. Come on, up. You're not walking anymore.
She gets up. Thank you. She gets up on the back of Bonkers and just kind of wrap her arms around Serenity from behind.
It's comforting.
She is gripping her hand while she moves back to that tavern. Oh. One problem down. 3 to go.
And would you say that's a good place to end the session?
I I personally think so.
Sure.
'Cause I don't know if I can take much more.
It's like where everyone else is. I like to know if they left, because Artemis only knows that Aurelia stormed out.
We come back to the. I mean, to be fair, it's gonna be a second before we find out what happened to Elizabeth.
Yeah, last Serenity knows Elizabeth was in her room.
Isn't it great?
No! I'm stuck here having to babysit two grown ass adults and a
I
raccoon.
don't need to be babysat.
You're the raccoon.
I don't need to be babysat.
That's why I said two grown ass adults.
And a raccoon.
The raccoon's just for comfort for me, bruh.
But yeah, I'd
Artemis
say
is gonna go back inside.
yeah, you guys get back inside easy enough. I'd say that was a good session.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good lord. So much emotional shit. I didn't.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a bit of fun having Aurelius go into sort of traumatic panic state.
Oh yeah, no, that was fun. I
Yeah.
especially found it funny that you were like, I'm going to crush this in my hand. I'm like, if this is some kind of artifact, you are not going to break this with your hand alone.
That was my entire thought. I'm like, this thing's too good. Oh, no.
I thought it would have been interesting if Aurelius was the one that found Artemis, because he had no idea she went missing.
None whatsoever, which was also fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was very fun. I thoroughly enjoyed all the roleplay you guys did, and how much you guys were just like, we're gonna have trauma on our own. I'm like, all right, cool.
What did
For
I
your
do?
trauma.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
naming
need
this.
some-
Deserve it.
Oh my
Trauma
god.
of our own.
What did I do
DM
to
trauma
deserve this?
for amateurs. We make our own trauma in this house.
I am literally naming this episode "Trauma of Our Own."
It's
Making
perfect.
of our own making.
Trauma of our own design.
What did I
Design.
do to deserve this? I just existed, bro. I was just trying to help.
Tell me
You-
when we're
yeah.
done recording so I can just blurt out my theory.
Yeah, of course. But thank you all so much for watching with us. If you're watching us on YouTube, we stream these starting around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/WhatTeamComp, all one word. For those who are on Twitch, I post these on my YouTube channel, which is Uncommon Guru for YouTube. It does not youtube.com/Uncommon Guru. I don't have that right yet. I don't have followers. I don't have people.
You have some
I have
followers.
some followers. I have some people who are cool. But yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed this. This is manic. It's crazy, but I love every second of it, and I hope you all do too.
We normally try to do this weekly, but a lot of us have been sick and other
It's
things.
been a lot of the fall is come, allergies are hitting, and it's taking a big paper fan to slap everything out of each other to try and get us back into tip-top shape. And we're glad to have the session, so we hope that you enjoyed. And until next week, we've been WhatTeamComp, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!